Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our Ottawa Senators Career Mode series on Hockey Legacy Manager 25, moving into episode number 4 for year number 2, the 2001-02 season. We are ready to roll here in this History Mode series. Welcome, everybody. Already in the stream, as we're now continuing our new series, which has us going from the laptop. So that's why I got a little StreamYard thing up in the top right corner. Not perfect quality at 720p, but we're having a good time with it. If we want 1080, feel free to donate the $400 some that StreamYards would need. But until then, we're happy with the quality that we have, and we're glad that you could join us here, whether you be live or doing so after the fact. Obviously, go Sens times 2, both here and IRL for the okay, no problem. I know the Canadians are also fighting that wild card spot, so as long as the Senators and the Canadians could both make it, that would be ideal. So thank you everyone for getting in here already. We already had a few in the chat and ready to get started. A little bit of a recap for you, if I can just go ahead and put this into full screen mode for you. Perfect. A little recap on the trades, and on the, not really the trades, more the draft that was. If we go into, I believe it's league, and then it's history after that, league, and then draft history, yes, 2001 draft. Okay, so the 2001 draft saw, yes, Ilya Kovalchuk go to the Atlanta Thrashers, as history would have, but then things start to get mixed up after that. Jason Spezza to the Vancouver Canucks, Mark Giordano to the Montreal Canadiens, Mike Komisarek to the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, and down with the 25th overall selection, we did get Antti Niemi with our first-round pick, ranked 100th already in the league for a goaltender, so he's the 100th best goalie in the league already. That's nice. 67 overall, drafted with that high starter potential. Very excited to see, as he automatically becomes our top goalie prospect in the organization. If we look just at our selections in this draft, sorting by Ottawa, we also picked up Mike Camilleri at pick number 37, which is very nice with the high top 6 potential. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Back to full screen. High top 6 potential. We later picked up Patrick Sharp with the high top 6 potential too. And then last 2 picks were UC Jokinen with the high top 9 potential. And lastly, Johnny Oduya with the medium top 6D potential. So nice to get names that we recognize for sure. Who will become what, we'll find out. But nice to get names that we recognize, especially for Niemi, Camilleri, and Sharp with the high starter and the top 6 potentials there respectively. So that was the 2001 draft. When it came to free agency, we really wanted to go in on Roman Hamrlik, but sadly did not offer him enough. And we ended up having to settle for we traded for Thomas Caberlet. We have to settle for Glenn Murray. If we go into, actually, could I hold him down? Yes, I can just hold it down there. Glenn Murray, we signed him to a longer term deal, 5 by $3 million basically. He's coming off of a 51-point season with the LA Kings, so now he'll be playing on our second line as an 86 overall on that right wing with Radek Bunk and Martin Havlat. On defense, we picked up Thomas Caberlet from the Toronto Maple Leafs. He had the medium top 4D potential, which somehow dropped to medium top 6. He was coming off of a 59-point season in Toronto, so we're going to try and hope that you can get that overall, sorry, not that overall, but the potential bounce back a little bit. He's still an 85 at 23 years of age, so lots of things to be excited about when it comes to Thomas Caberlet. Ryan Cagney, welcome aboard, everybody. Last episode? How do you mean last episode? Oh, he's replying to Mighty Joe, sorry. Perfect. So yes, that is where we stand now as a team. Alexei Yashin, Alfredsson on the first line, Havlat, Bonk, Murray on the second, McEachran, Fisher, Prospel on the third, Arvidsson, Dagle, and Dackel on the fourth. On defense, Wade Redden now up to an 89 overall. He has seen really good growth. I think his potential may have grown as well to now medium elite, if I'm not mistaken. So he's gone from 87 all the way up to 89 already. 39-point season with us last year, but he has been working on his offensive attributes too, which are great to see. Yes, many more episodes to come. Also seeing lots of growth is Chris Phillips with the high top 4D potential, who's now gone from 84 up to 88 already. Very good to see that from our top 4 defense. Rashnik, York, Salo, Lalim started at an 84 last year, now at an 86. And that's about it. Down in the AHL, if we switch down to the American Hockey League, we see continued growth from Chris Kelly, Chris Neal, Esa Tikkanen, random guys we signed in free agency, Marc Bergevin. Iber's an 80 overall. Yeah, there we go. So not too much to say. There are no suggestions after the last one. The offseason was the offseason. We still have $1.7 million in cap space. And now we're running through the entirety of year number 2 for 2001-2002, which will hopefully also include the postseason. We'll see how long it takes us over the course of the year. I've learned a bit more, so it's a little less. Hopefully that is the learning process, but I will definitely be taking suggestions as we continue rolling. Mighty Joe saying, I'm ready for if McEachran moves out, Caberlet can get that number 15. Yes, there you go. But, 2-2s never lose. We like having number 22 as well. Okay, so roster moves, we need to look at that. We did touch upon the staff a little bit. So if you just want a little update on the staff members who we have, and you like them, you don't like them, you want to see certain additions or changes, just for your reference moving forward. This is the coaching staff for the NHL team: 0 on the offense, plus 0.9 on the defense, plus 0.6 on the goaltending, 0 power play, 0.8 penalty kill, 0.8 development. So the head coach is great, but I wouldn't mind changing up like maybe one of these two guys, either it's Norberg or Laidlaw. Probably Norberg to try and get some more offense a little bit. I wouldn't mind if that could just be boosted while also not sacrificing too much of the penalty kill. A bit more offense and power play I think would go a long way. Cagney's saying, my only suggestion is to pay close attention to the player development updates on the 2nd of each month. I hope Havlat takes a jump soon. All right, and if I ever forget for whatever reason, I have all of you to remind me, which I'm always very appreciative of. So maybe I could see Norberg moving out, and we have a little bit of budget if we were to fire him at 488, and we still have like whatever 60K there. We can get into the 540-ish for a K. Down in the AHL, +2 on offense. Very good development here. Jean Hamel is a great head coach. 17 on offense, 17 on development. All that is fantastic. These games a year ago, so I'm glad someone else is taking on. There you go. Hey, Bandwagon Sports, welcome aboard. I've been seeing those videos, and maybe I even saw one of yours when I was doing some of the research for the series. So I'm glad that you walked so that I could run. Thank you for joining the stream now this evening. So I can see that for the coaches. For the scouts, I think we're pretty good on the scouts. We sent out the autos, and I think each region at least has one player or one scout who's at least 14 or 15 in that region. So it's not a huge deal there. And the medical, we just need to continue working on prevention, because we're seeing some tough injuries. We have to move the slider down because of that. PWR, did I miss anything? I'm new to the stream on Hockey Legacy game and stuff like that. You should maybe get a trade going with Tkachuk and Makar, see if that could work. Well, the thing is, we are in the year 2001, so Tkachuk would be Keith Tkachuk, and Makar is barely even born yet, right? So we're not quite there yet, but in the future, we'll definitely be keeping those names in mind as we'll be trying to acquire them come the drafts of 2016, 17, 18, etc. So I would think if there's any change right now, it's probably to try and fire Norberg and find someone who's a bit better on offense and power play. So I'm going to go ahead and do so right now. So we're going to fire Anton Norberg. We're going to have 553K available. So hire staff, coaching. What's our status again? If I go to trade, what is our status as a team? We are contenders. So if we go to the staff and go to coaches, hire staff, coaching, contenders, and if you sort by the budget that we have, if we go down, actually pretty much everybody. So Ordio would be first up. 14 on offense, 16 on the power play. Would hurt us a bit on defense. Even development too. Yeah, no one's perfect. 11 on development is going to be the highest that we can get. So one of those 11 on development guys is the highest we can get here. Yeah. So of these 11 on development guys, it would be probably, unless we take Svedberg, who has 13, 14, 10 on the power play. I don't want 10 on the power play if I don't have to. So do we want 10 on the power play or 10 on defense, essentially? Sorry, on the penalty kill. 10 on the penalty kill or 10 on defense? We have 17 here, 13, 13. Probably the penalty kill is more important. So again, contenders, development. We can afford the 10 on... Sorry, am I looking at the right place? 11s. Yeah, 10 on the... Oh, it was power play. Sorry. So it was 10 on the power play. So it comes down to, do we take Svedberg, who's 13-10, offense power play, or someone like Yaskin, who's 14-16, but then 10 on defense? And our defense is at negative 0.5. Worst case, we make changes later on. I don't want to spend all day on this. Let's say the guy has 16. These are all identical, right? These are both identical right here. Just the demand is a little different. So we'll take the younger one, De Blois. Lucien De Blois. Send him the offer. Offer accepted. So now if we look here, plus 0.6 on offense, plus 0.4 on defense, plus 0.6 on goalie, 0.4 power play, 0.5 penalty kill, 0.8 development. Yeah, it's not the best staff in the world, but we'll keep on growing. I wonder, was Nordberg... Yeah, Nordberg was probably the better coach, but he wasn't as good for our... Offense went from 0 to plus 0.6, you know? One thing I'd recommend is fiddle with the scoring slider during the season, usually after the deadline, so that the stats are a bit more realistic. I find there's too many 100-point guys and point per game guys. So what's the difference, would you say, when it comes to after the draft? That why couldn't you do it now? I'm curious. 13 to 10 is like 100% fit. So 14 to 16 is like a 70%. Got it. Idea, will you have the Habs game on the side tonight? Sadly not, because my phone is what's keeping the live chat up. So I won't be able to keep many tabs on. I'll be relying on all of you, and I'll watch the third period or whatever once the stream is over. All right, so we'll do that for the coaching, which helps out the offense a little bit, and we'll see how that helps or doesn't help everything else. So last episode, we started off the regular season by a 4-2 loss against the Toronto Maple Leafs, sadly. Let's keep on going towards this game against the Bruins to continue into this episode now. Last year was a successful season. Sort of player development. Successful season that saw us enter the postseason and sadly have to face the Pittsburgh Penguins, who went on to win the Stanley Cup. So at least we lost against the eventual Cup winners, but still tough there. Joel Ward, we signed him in free agency. So Joel Ward, what can we do for Joel Ward? Joel Ward, you're a big boy. Work on, but we want to get the offensive things going. I don't know. Shooting for Joel Ward. Why not? Of course, we still have to do guys like Chris Neal. He's already working on his shot blocking, or he's halfway there. Or I guess it was stopped maybe at some point. I know it's a big game, so that's why I'm going to rely on all of you. Down here, who else should we look at? Chernik, yeah, these are long ones, though. Offensive awareness, I suppose, for Chernik. And one more AHL guy. Right now, we don't have really any AHLers, so Jones will be the last one. You can work on your passing. Joel Ward, what a classic. Training pauses in the offseason and resumes October 13. Yeah, that's why now it's picked up October 15. Yeah, makes sense. So Vermette, 55 days there. Kelly, 43. Volchenkov, 73. Hossa turning into a sniper is halfway there. Havlat turning into a right winger is about a quarter of the way there. Wade Redden to right ED. Yeah, another year, sadly, pretty much. One more slot here. DeBrois has a slot for training in the NHL. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. And that would be, if we sort by with the guys with the potential, maybe Caberlet. Can we get Caberlet back up by training him? But of course, there's still Wade Redden, who's young. Well, not Redden, but we could do Chris Phillips, who's 23. We could do Mike Fisher, who's 21. We definitely want to think about those guys too. But Caberlet's 23 as well. Thomas Caberlet is that top guy of the future we'd love to see. No, well, top 4 guys, should say. He'd be the top 4 guy, second pair left D of the future in a perfect world. Or do we try and get a bit more out of Leem with the starter potential? A couple ways we can go with it. Even Bonk. Bonk's still 25. Is there a little bit of growth left in Bonk we get? No, not really. 600 days for all that. Never mind. Younger gets more quickly, yeah. Caberlet, eesh. Those are long. 200 plus days, 300 plus days. Chris Phillips is 23 as well. Yeah, still 200 plus, 800 days in the hitting and all that. Sheesh. Mike Fisher. He's probably the guy then. He's already working on his shot blocking. We can just finish off the shot blocking. We're trying to get passing done. Some more information result in the loss of the progress made. Okay, so let's finish off the shot blocking and go from there. There we go. We'll finish off his shot blocking. And then we'll see what else. Okay. All right. That's done. Player development. Now let's start off the episode with this game here against the Bruins. Mighty Joe says, I wouldn't train any player with an exact potential unless it's something like adding a secondary position. Makes sense. Younger the guy and better the potential, the lower the time. Yeah, makes sense too. Lovely. Okay, so here we go for the first game of this episode and the second game of year number 2 here in 2001, 2002. Yashin is back with us. He's signed on long-term with the Senators over the offseason. We got him signed long-term. Alfredsson signed long-term. This is our Senators team. After a tough loss to open up the year against the Maple Leafs, let's hop back on the horse. And here we go against the Boston Bruins. Who's out here? Joe Thornton and the Bruins. First period, halfway through, nothing going yet. Shots are in favor, 7-4. As you can see on this grid of the shots. Nice to follow as which way is momentum going. Keith Tkachuk scored the first one on this one. That opened up the scoring with 6:58 left in the first period. Now we're halfway through the second. Still down 1-0 without shooting. Home power play opportunity. And there it is. Wade Redden on the power play, his first of the year from McEachran, and Murray, his first point as a Senator. and it's 1-1, I believe, unless he scored. 1-1 here in the third period. Shots 29-18 in our favor. Power play, Boston, that's killed off, but the Bruins score shortly after. It's Jason Allison and then Mike Knuble on the power play. We're down by 2 with 10 minutes to go as the shots are coming back for the Bruins, and there you go. Sergei Samsonov makes it 4-1, and that'll call it a day. As we get 1 on 35 past Martin Biron, and we'll drop that one. Yashin hat-trick incoming. I wish. Maybe next game. So a 4-2 and a 4-1 loss to start the season. Definitely not what we were going for. Best lines down in the AHL. That's all right. What's these all? Yeah, they all cleared waivers. Terry Ryan got claimed off waivers from the by the Coyotes. We were trying to send him down. He got claimed by the Coyotes. No problem. So good luck in Phoenix. Now if we go to the lineup, White is still here. Yeah, gotcha. October update, then draft Jason Brooks, Carey Lettinen, Rick Nash going number 3, maybe. First look at this draft class into 2002. All right, office. Let's try and get a win before we get to the calendar simulation. Here we go against the Calgary Flames. Sens versus Flames in an all-Canadian matchup. Power play Calgary to start the game. Extended power play for them is killed off to start this one. Let's go. Power play Senators now. Momentum back in our favor. That's killed off too halfway through the first. 1-1 very quickly. Alfredsson scores. Weimer ties it like 17 seconds later, and then Radek Bonk puts us back up 2-1. 3 goals in less than like 3 minutes there, 2.5, and it's 2-1 Sens. Make that 3-2, another back-to-back right there as Havlat scores. Then Saparikin ties it 20 seconds later. Then Weimer again. Then Alfredsson. Then Havlat. It's 5-3, 5-4. It's a barn burner. 9 goals scored on under 40 shots. 6-4 Sens. The second period isn't even done yet. 6-4 Sens into the third as Daigle put us up. 7-4. The extra point is good from Vinny Prospal. 7-4 Senators. What is going on? Oh my goodness, 7-5 now. Let's try and hold them down. Come on. We have oh no, 7-6. The Flames are coming back. 6 minutes to go. Hang on tight, boys. Will 7 please be enough? Power play Calgary. Oh my goodness. 7-6 the final. Night off for the goalies here. Oh my. It's a suitable list, so we're glad you're showing this. Hey, thank you, Cam. Glad you're enjoying it. Oh boy, 7-6. Sabrikin had a goal and 3 assists. Redden 3 assists. Cabriolet had 3 assists. Outshot them 33-28. Who is in nets for this one? Can we see? Is there a way for me to see that? Team stats, injuries, events. Not really. I don't. Oh wait, stats. Yeah. It was Lalim. Really, 6 on 22. Sorry, 6 on 28 against Lalim. Sheesh. 10 penalties, 0 power play goals. The goalie decided to meet up and ignore the game, I guess. So we win 7. We get a win, but we allow 6 goals. We allow 4, 4, and 6, which is really not ideal. The defense can have to wake up here as well as the goaltending. So we'll start getting into the simulation here in the calendar, and we'll see what happens from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Let's go see. When are the Penguins coming up? I don't see any Penguins games. So let's just sim towards the end of the month into November. Let's just see what happens, okay? So I'm seeing a little 3-game win streak there. It goes very quickly, so hard to keep track of. So it's more of a, let's do a resume afterwards. Terreri going on waivers. We'll dismiss that. And a few more wins. Jokinen from Modry. I'm going to dismiss that as well. Modry. Daniels on waivers. We'll dismiss that. And let's see where we stand here. Randy Jones is out with the flu. Best lines. And here we go. All right, so we're 11-5-0. We definitely woke up. That's great to see. So after the 7-6 win, we went 4-3 win, 2-1 loss, 4-2 loss. So that had us at that point 1, 2, 3, 4. We were 2-5, right? No, sorry. We were 2-4. We were 2-4 through the first 6 games. 5-4 win, 6-1 win, 5-3 win, 6-0 win, 5-1 win, 4-2 loss, 3-2 win, 7-3 win, 6-4 win, 4-2 win. That's what we're looking for. Any development on the second? Oh, yes, the second. Sorry, I skipped past the second. Okay, so the second. Let's go see this here. November 2nd, prospect report. How we looking? So Chiernick's already at 20 points in 9 games. That's great. Kelly, Ward, there's Vermette, Peverly, Sharp down in WHL, 10 points from him. Niemi, Volchenkov, Camilleri. Great updates on everyone. I love that. Noteworthy progress from Lalim. Okay, Lalim's an 87. Neil 78. Ward 69. Niemi 68. Jokinen 56. That's really good to see from Lalim, but I'm not sure why we can't get Havlat to grow. Is he playing over his head? We need to take him out of the second line role. Sorry, lineup. Are the second line minutes just too much for him? With the high top 6 potential, he's just sitting there at 82. He has 11 goals and 18 points in 16 games, though. Wow. we don't want to move him, but why isn't he growing? That's the question. Wow. Okay, so we're definitely looking good. We had a nice little streak going there, so let's try and continue it. Back to the calendar. Back into the calendar. Let's try and continue it. Yeah, great stats are probably fine, but I don't know why the growth isn't there. Let's go see Penguins. There they are, the Penguins. So we'll skip past the 2nd, and we'll go to the Penguins on the 5th. No problem. We're Master. Welcome aboard. So we'll sim another 3 weeks or so. I see a lot of green wins there. That's great. Nickel on waivers, we'll dismiss that. A lot of green wins. 6-3 loss against the Avalanche. Randy Jones is healthy. We'll best lines it in the AHL. Chris Neal, shot blocking is done. Great. So let's go back to development here on Chris Neal. So he can continue to develop. Yeah. Chris Neal, what's up next for you, buddy? Let's do, I suppose, the passing. 75 days on that for Chris Neal, who's going to be an icon here. Where were we? Keep on towards the Penguins. We're 13-6-0. Mike Fisher done 2. Bandwagon says move him to the 3rd for a couple months if he doesn't grow by midseason. Also, some players just don't grow very much and lose their potential after a couple of years. So Bandwagon, what's more important here? Move him to the 3rd line because he's not growing, or hey, he has 11 goals in 18 games. Keep him where he is. Mike Fisher's done. So let's go back over here. Looking at the younger guys. Again, we could go back to Fisher. We could go to Ratchnick, who's 84 overall at 22. We love Ratchnick as well, but still a long time to get anything to grow on him. Mike Fisher, meanwhile, could do stuff a lot more quickly. Chris Phillips. He's still... Oh, it's Redden who's moving to the right side. Phillips staying on the left side. Fisher shooting. All right, let's do that. Does the extra time really hurt? Where is he on the power play? Let's check. Fisher shooting. Oh, there's one more over here. This could be anyone in the organization. Ooh. So I'll let you sit there for a second. This could be anyone in the organization. Who do you want to do here of these younger guys with the green potential? Jason says that I already have verified phone number and it's basically won't go any further. I'm sorry about that, War Master. You'd have to reach out to probably PlayStation for some help. They're great. I will say their support is fantastic. So I'd say reach out to them. I've read that playing over their, on the Hockey Legacy Manager website, playing them over their head will stunt them, essentially. I've read that before. Definitely keep him where he is because development's a bit weird in this game. If someone's not growing in one spot for me, I usually move them around to the lineup and see where they grow best. Gotcha. Thank you, Bandwagon. Let me go to your channel here, Bandwagon. I have to check out some of your videos here. Yeah, nice little channel here. 262 subs. Very nice. Mighty says, I would do Jokinen shooting or defensive awareness. Cagney says, go Cam for Camilleri. Truby's the high top 6 versus Jokinen the high top 9. Yeah, I'd probably lean Camilleri. Put a lot of stock into him with that by trading up for that selection. Camilleri and would go relatively fast. Shooting, passing, offensive awareness. Probably go for the shooting as a sniper. We'll do that for Camilleri. Volchenkov, 30 more days. Vermette, 12 more days. So we're about to get a couple more players, so we can get Jokinen later on. But let's get started on Camilleri right now as we continue this. Actually, yes, towards the Penguins. There you go. Do it. Chris Kelly done. Great. So this is where things are starting to wrap up. Oh, that's why. I'd already noticed and already started. Okay, on to the Penguins. Alfredsson, broken arm, and he's out for 1 week only. Okay, so we'll be okay. Only out for 1 week. Murray will move up. McEachran will move up. Arvidsson will move up. And White will come in on the 4th line. Out for 9 days with a broken arm. Good for you, man. Let's put Fisher. Why not? Mike Fisher, take a little power play time. Penalty kill, Hossa, and who? Arvidsson's two-way forward. So is Fisher. Here, a little boost for Fisher. He's going to get some power play and penalty kill time. There you go. I really couldn't tell you, War Master. I'd say PlayStation's your best bet to contact. Drink all that milk. Alfie built different. Yes, sir. All right, let's keep it rolling. Things keep coming up every 2 seconds. Felix Potvin on waivers, but we don't need an 81 overall goalie right now. Tikkanen, minor injury, no problem. 3-1 win against the Rangers. 6-1 loss against the Flyers. 7-3 loss against the Bruins. Oh, boy. A couple of big losses there. Kirk Maltby. That's tempting to get him off waivers. We can make him our 13th forward and send down White. I love Kirk Maltby. What's up with Kirk Maltby here? Let's see. What's his story? Kirk Maltby is an 81 overall, 12 points in 82 games last year. 3rd round pick of the Red Wings in 1992. 2 Stanley Cups. Very cheap. Well, very cheap. Not that cheap in this universe. He is intriguing, though, to have a better 13th forward. We'll go for it. Mighty Joe says, don't forget to drop that like. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Yeah, let's put in a claim and see what happens. If he's good, then we'll send down, what's his name? And then against the Oilers, Maltby got claimed by Minnesota, and now Stewart's on waivers. A 3-year contract. I don't want to take that, though. 2-1 loss against the Oilers, so that's 3 losses in a row, unfortunately, as we're now 15-10. Alfredsson, 1 more day of injury, and now we're on the road to face the reigning Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, who are 18-8. We'll check development right after this one. Yeah. The reigning cup winners who eliminated us in round 1 last year. Let's see what we can do against them. Very high power, high octane offense with Kovalev, Lemieux, Jagr. Let's try and hold them down. Let's go. We're getting the shots early, which is great. 10 minutes in. Power play opportunity. And there it is. Tomas Kaberle with his 7th goal of the year on the power play there too. Awesome. Now 1-0 for the Sens in the second period. Now it is a late power play goal from Marian Hossa to make this a 2-0 lead. Make it 3. Radek Bonk scores his 10th. Let's go. 10th goal of the year for Radek Bonk to make it now 3-0 in this one. After every first minute. Yes, gotcha, bandwagon. 3-1 now as Odette scores in the power play and Lemieux right after. 3-0 quickly becomes 3-2. It's a 1-goal game here in the 3rd period. Lemieux from Jagr and Kovalev. 25 assists already for Jaromir Jagr. It's a 1-goal lead with 12 minutes to go. Kovalev scores his 15th, and we're all tied up now. Power play Sens. No! Hrdina makes it 4. NHL 07 legend Jan Hrdina. Come on. Hold on. It's Yashin on the power play, tying it at 4. Overtime on the power play, but the Penguins win. At least we get a point, but from up 3-0 to losing 5-4. What a joke. Oh, man. MLH. What's MLH? What's MLH there, bro? We wanted that revenge. Jagr 2 assists. It's all the big names up there. But we got a point out of it at least. That stings. Yeah, the Penguins are just that strong of a team, though. And we'll check development here as Alfredsson is back. So Alfredsson will come back in. Swap everybody back. Power play. Alfredsson swap with Fisher and then swap back over here. And Fisher out as Alfredsson comes in there. Mike Fisher, what you up to, man? How's your year going? Mike Fisher, 4 assists in 26 games. How's the ice time at least? 10:31 per night. Should we try to give him more penalty kill time or something? I don't know. It's tough when there aren't as many lines. It's not like franchise mode. Oh, yes, your Major League Hockey. Sorry. So I thought you were trying to refer to like a team. Like one team was called MLH. I wasn't quite catching. I was like, Maple Leaf Hockey? Sorry. Yes. It would be awesome if they added multiplayer leagues soon to fill. Yeah, it's kind of like the GM connected hole that is left. Absolutely. That would be a huge get for HLM if they could do that. Okay, development now. Now we've passed the 2nd of the month. Okay, Wade Redden is seeing some development up to a 90 overall. Oduya's up 2 to a 56. Ward to a 70. Camilleri 68. And Jokin starting at 55 now up to 57. So 56, then 57. Very nice. And the prospect report, Chiernik 40 points in 24 games. Very nice. Vermette, 24 points. Rich Peverly, Patrick Sharp, Antiniemi, 929 save percentage. Volchenkov, 21 points in the KHL in 19 games. Camilleri, 22 points, 12 goals in 14 games. Yes. Yes, no problem, Dabrowski. I understand. 90 overall Wade Redden. That is awesome. Why can't anyone else grow? But at least there's that. Well, anyone else? I'm talking more like Havlat. 90 overall, Wade Redden. How's the offense looking from Wade right now? Wade Redden, 22 points in 26 games. He's going to blow out last year's totals for sure. So let's try and get to around the halfway point before we pause and look at offense and all that and look at the scoring so far. We're through how many games now? That's 15, 25, 26 games. We're 15, 10, and 1. Yeah, still a good chunk of the season left to go before we pause the halfway point. Can we get maybe a prospect accent read through? Oh, well, those are going to be real names, so they won't be as fancy as EA names. All right, so there's the game against the Penguins. Let's go see a rematch against the Maple Leafs. Let's go see them. Rivalry game. We'll face the Islanders twice before then. Antoine Vermette's done with his defensive awareness. There will be 34 NHL teams. When, though? According to Kevin Weeks, when? The league's getting pretty big. Ovi scores 888. Okay, so Jokinen, Niemi, Sharp. It's between those guys. What can we do for Niemi? It's just overall, so forget it. No point in doing that. How about Vermette again? Shooting me 63 days. I want to really put some focus on Antoine Vermette longer term. I think he could be a great third line center after Mike Fisher hopefully becomes our second line center. Goalie auto rotation, yeah, it should be turned on. I can go double check that. I believe that is on. UC Jokinen's been growing those. Maybe we can foster that a little bit with some. Well, yeah, let's do UC Jokinen. While I take a little sip of water. What should we work on for UC Jokinen of the 6 options? Could be 36. Ooh. League's gonna make some divisions soon. It's really something. Defensive awareness, says Cagney. I think Mighty Joe had said defensive awareness on Jokinen as well earlier too. Defensive awareness, yeah. Okay, let's do defensive awareness on UC Jokinen. Hobbsy agrees as well. Great. We'll be back in 18 days, 12 days for Jones even. Okay. And yes, auto rotate is turned on, correct? Yes, auto rotation. Wait, it's disabled? It was this. Oh, so I thought that was turned on. So starter plays, let's go 60 whatever percent. Markle hasn't played yet this year? Oh, come on. Thanks for bringing my attention to that. Okay, let's go back to the calendar. Okay, have you go towards the Maple Leafs. We win 5-1 against the Islanders in the first game. Then we face them again a couple days after that. Snow going on waivers. Wow, 82 overall Garth Snow. But we don't need those guys there, so we'll pass. Potvin on waivers, as clearing waivers was just whatever his name, Norton. Sutton for Chernik and Kelly. I will pass. 4-3 overtime win there against the Islanders. Getting back on the horse after loss, overtime loss. We go win-win to be 17-10 now. Rivalry game against the Maple Leafs. They're 11-16-1. Really? You're not sure how really goalie fatigue will work exactly. Alfredsson has 18 goals. Host is at 35 points. Here we go. Rivalry match with Thomas Kaberle against his old team. Powerplay Maple Leafs has started off. That's killed off. Very good. 5 minutes in now. Powerplay for the Sens coming our way. Keeping an eye on the shots that are piling up on this side, but that's killed off. Thank you to Martin Havlat, who opens up the scoring with his 18th goal of the season to now make it 1-0, and that will be the first. Now into the second period. Havlat's 18th was assisted by Bonk and Ratchenik. Bonk's 21st assist. Hossa scores in the power play now to make it his 9th of the year, assisted by Kaberle and Alfredsson. Kaberle's 23rd assist, and Wade Redden makes it 3-0. We want some revenge here in this rivalry game. Power play Sens to finish off the second period. Extended opportunity killed off by the Leafs. 4-0 though, as Havlat scores with 44 seconds left in the period. His 19th goal of the season, and it's 4-0 Sens with 13 minutes to go now. Sens are down 3-0 IRL. Oh boy. So the shutout gets broken there by Darcy Tucker, but we will have enough of a cushion there to survive it as the Sens take this one. 4-1 the final. Shots ending 34-27. Havlat 2 goals. Alfredsson 2 assists. And Lalim makes 26 saves in this one. Big wins get back into the regulation win column too. 18, 10, and 1 is the record as we'll get back to the calendar. Let's go. Anyone particular? I don't know. Let's go see as well as going on the second, since we can see prospect development. 82 overall with that many goals. Yeah, crazy. Randy Jones has done his passing. Probably go back to Randy Jones or to Chris Kelly. Yeah, probably Chris Kelly. Kelly, we'll go to the shooting since that's 98 days. That's done in March. Yeah, we want to look at the end date. I don't want to be in September of next year. Let's try and finish off that by March. So here, December, this is about to be done. April 2022. Everything's this season, right? Yes, all the things that we're doing are this season. I don't want to have things going to next year just yet. Where were we? Let's go to the 2nd. All right, let's keep on rolling. Joel Ward is done. Good. At least the developments are moving along. Go back to Joel Ward and now give one. Yeah, let's give one to Randy Jones. Randy Jones, you can work on your shooting since that's the shortest one again. Again, let's keep on. Sorry, not February 12th, February 2nd. Or no, sorry, January 2nd. What am I saying? Anton Volchenkov is done with the shooting. We have a nice, I saw a lot of, a little string of W's there. Very nice to see that string of W's. Let's go to Patrick Sharp now. Yeah, Sharp's got to get some love. That'll bring it to April if we do Sharp's shooting. Yeah, let's do his shooting. Very nice. Plus 12 from Jokinen. Tons of growth. And that now brings us to 22, 10, and 2. Whew. Let's keep on going through the Sharks, Lightning. Now the World Junior roster is unveiled. Antoine Vermette making it for Canada. Niemi and Jokinen for Finland. Volchenkov for Russia. And how about that? That's something we can be proud of. Awesome. HL 1980 start. Sabres Cup champs 82-83. Hey, congrats, real deal. And let's see. So then loss against the Sharks and Lightning. Win in overtime against Lightning. Again, we played them 3 times in 4 games. 4-0 shutout against the Flyers. And now here we are to face off against the Hurricanes. We're 25, 12, and 2. Let's check this one out. Havlat leading the team in goals with 21. Let's get this party started. Alfredsson leading with 49 points as well as we approach the halfway point. Will Alfredsson hit 100 plus? That is definitely possible. Let's fly through this one. Thomas Kaberle scores his 11th of the year to make that 1-0. Power play Sens now to finish into the final few minutes of the first period. That's killed off by the Hurricanes. 2 minutes to go. And that's one more from Havlat, his 22nd. Oh my goodness. Power play is killed off there. Power play now for the Hurricanes the other way. Killed off by us as well. It's 2-0 for the Sens halfway through this game. 4-on-4. Ottawa power play. Lots of penalties on both sides here. 0 for 6 are the Senators. My goodness. Third period, power play again for Ottawa. Killed off once more. We're 0 for 7. Hanging on to this 2-0 lead. Now make that 3-0 thanks to Marty Havlat's 23rd goal of the year. Yashin with his 18th makes it 4-0. That'll be enough for the victory. But why can't we get a power play goal out here? 5 minutes to go. Will it be the you-know-what? 5-0 thanks to Vinny Prospal. And no! Tanabe scores with 19 seconds left, and the shutout gets spoiled. Oh, no. Phillips 2 assists, Havlat 2 goals, Yashin a goal and an assist, and we win this one 5-1. Awesome. So we are, what's the record now? Havlat's elite. 26-12, that's 38. That's game 40, so one more game. We'll play one more game. Let's sim to the Blue Jackets, and then we can pause to see the development. Joel Ward for DeVries. No, we'll pass on that one. All right, development. Let's see the updates here. First off, so draft preview in December. Hold on, now we're already in January. Prospect report. Oh, we have more to see there. Chernik, 64 points in 38 games. Neal with 52 points. Vermette, 43 and 29 in the QMJHL. Peverly, 44 and 29 in the OHL. Sharp, 49 and 32 in the dub. Niemi, 917 save percentage, 3.08 goals against. Volchenkov, 32 points in the KHL. And Camilleri, 23 goals in 23 games, along with 38 points. Go Sens, go. 23 for Martin. For Martin, who are you referring to there? For Jacques Martin? The growth. Okay, so it's our young guys. Volchenkov up 1, Niemi up 1, Camilleri up 1, Jokinen again up 1. Very nice. I don't know how it can't get more than that. All right, one more game. Let's sim through it, and we'll go see the Leafs again after that. On the road against the Blue Jackets, it's a 3-1 win. Okay, so at the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen, through 36 games, if we go to the player leaders, through 36 games for Alfredsson, that is, because we played 41 games on the year. Alfredsson has 52 points in 36 games, well on pace for well over 100 plus points. Oh, for Martin Havlat. Oh, sorry, I wasn't thinking about that. I want to do an Ottawa sign for your scouts. Yes. Okay. We'll go do that. Thank you. Hossa, 47 and 41 on pace for over 90 points. Yashin, 43 on pace for 86. Thomas Kaberle. Yes. 40 points from him. He's on pace for 80. Come on. Thomas Kaberle. What's going on with him? I can't click on him. Oh, yes, I can. Kaberle, still an 85, still medium top 60 potential, but on pace for 80 points on the year. Sheesh. Radek Bonk has 38. Havlat, 23 goals, on pace for 46. Wade Redden on pace for 70 points. Murray on pace for 62. McEachran with 17 on pace for what? That's 34. Then it starts to drop off in a big way, but understandably. So Alfredsson's 14th in the league in points. Ratchenik, Prospel, Phillips, York, Salo. Plus minuses, let's see here. So plus like 23 for Alfredsson, -4s from McEachran, -3 from Prospel, -3 from Fisher. Only 4 assists from Mike Fisher right now. Boy. And the goaltending, Patrick Lalime, #1 in the league. Is that for wins, I suppose? Could it be? For all goalies, Patrick Lalime has the most wins in the NHL. Wow, 26. Lalime has 26 wins, 3 shutouts, .906 save percentage, 2.74 goals against average. Not the best numbers, but the most wins. I guess because he started the most games as well, 39 out of 41. I guess that has to do with it. But look at those. Look at the companies he's keeping here at the top. Bagley, 1 goal, 2 assists. Can you sort by goals saved above expected? Sure. Goals saved above. That's Sean Burke at 24.02. Lalime's down here at 5.13. Wow. It's like the 20 pluses and it drops off. Burke, Jaguar, Brodeur, Hasek, Jose Theodore, my favorite goaltender. Jose Theodore. Love me some Jose Theodore. We'll try to get him eventually in this franchise mode. And then Patrick Waugh, who's in Pittsburgh. That's just not fair. Patrick Waugh in Pittsburgh with that already stacked team. Wow. Hlinka, Luongo, Thibault, Jocelyn Thibault. Wow. Hasek the king. Best metric in HLM, at least. Gotcha. So Lalime's not at the top really at all, but at 5.13, I'll take that as opposed to some -28 from Garth Snow, or realistically, a guy who's played a lot of games like Hermy or Kiprasov, -7, etc. Yeah, for the goalies. So, okay. Can you see World Juniors? Yes, World Juniors have started. Who's this? Louis. Villiers Louis. France. Okay. Let's just do a quick little save here. Why not? A little save while we're out here. They won the cup, then they added Patrick Waugh. Okay, so that's the scoring. What else do we want to see? Roster moves, trades, contracts, free agency. Scouting. Staff, scouts. Auto assign. Make sure everyone's doing the right thing. Okay, good. That's all we have to do, correct? Just press auto assign and the game's good to go. All right. And now where do we stand when it comes to the standings? We are #1 in the division. So #1 in the Atlantic right now with 56 points, and we're tied for second in the East with the Penguins. If we go by conference right here, we're third right now with 56 points behind the Penguins and the Flyers. What a battle of Pennsylvania right there. In the entire league, the Kings are not doing well. The Maple Leafs are not doing well. Rivalry games, speaking of them, against Maple Leafs right now, who are 17, 22-1. We're 27, 12-2. As we continue into the second half now, let's keep it rolling. Starting off in this one, then we'll continue to the calendar. We'll keep on simming. After making some good time here in the season itself, I want to go see the Canadiens game. Power play Senators here. Extended opportunity late in the first. That's killed off. And we're outshooting the Leafs 10-6. And the period. There's a late goal from Alexei Yashin, his 20th of the year. Comes with 53 seconds left, assisted by Alfredsson and Phillips, his 12th point for Chris Phillips. Darcy Tucker scoring again against us. He likes scoring when it's one of these rivalry games. Power play Senators again, still killed off. We're 0 for 4 on the power play as this game is tied at 1. Shots 21-18 after the second period. Third period, power play Sens killed off once more, and now it's Gary Roberts with his 8th of the year, assisted by Jonathan Chichu, making it 2-1. We're down by 1 halfway through the third period. Come on, boys. Last chance. Power play. Oh, man. We just don't want it. Against one of the worst teams and the worst goalies in the league, we can't get more than 1 on 34. Actually, it was Steve Passmore who went in. But still, 0 for 6 on the power play. We don't deserve it. That one we don't deserve. 1-0 Isles. Gotcha. Thanks, Elua. That's cool. We didn't deserve that one. Let's just keep on simming now. Let's get a little chunk done until the next report comes out. Let's just sim and see what happens. Actually, let's go to the All-Star game. We'll sim towards there. All right. Wins. There you go. There's 5 wins in a row. Player development here for you. Yeah, the calendar sim seems to be our friend a lot more. So let's keep that in mind. Jokinen's done what he was doing, but do we go back to him? Maybe Rich Peverley. I haven't done Rich Peverley at all, and he has the high top 9. Even for Met, even Volchenkov needs to be fostered some more medium top 4. Let's go back to Volchenkov. We haven't done him. Can we do anything before the end of the year, though? No, it's going to be into 2022. It's going to be into 2022. So let's just continue doing guys we can get stuff in on for this year before we start a big project at the start of next year. So Peverley, what can we get done with Peverley? Done by April. Yeah, most of these done by April. So yes, like 80 days is good, but 87 days goes to next season. So we have to be very careful. So Rich Peverley, let's work on the passing. Yeah, we're just at the limit for a lot of these guys. Thankfully, these things are almost done. We've been waiting on Hossa. We've been waiting on Havlat. We've been waiting on Redden. Those are almost done. Those are the big ones we've been doing since the beginning. We're 27, 13, and 2. We're 9, 1, and 0 in our last 10 games. We have a 6-game win streak. Let's keep it going. And then a 4th, we lost there against the Wild, of course. And Canada wins in the World Juniors. Let's check out the numbers there. Volchenkov had 10 points in 7 games. Vermette had 3 as he's part of the gold medal winning team. That's awesome. Let's check out the tournament now. Canada wins gold. The U.S. wins silver. Russia wins the bronze. Who was on Team Canada? Let's see some of the names out here. Jason Spezza, Rick Nash on the U.S. team. There's Paul Gostad. Eric Nystrom, most valuable player. Norway promoted. Austria relegated. Some of the games. How was the final game here? Canada beats U.S. for the gold by a score of 6-2. And you can see the results. Look at that. Look how much you can see in this game that you can't see in others. Eric Stahl, Nathan Horton, Girardi, Nash, Bomeister. Awesome. I love that. All right, congrats to Team Canada on the gold medal at the World Juniors. One more game till the All-Star break, and it's a 5-3 win against the Buffalo Sabres. Bring us to a 34-14-2 record. Let's go. All-Star game. What can we do here on the All-Star game? Start the All-Star game. Let's see who made it in the All-Star game. Can we see the stats in this one? Yes. All right. So in the Eastern Conference, who made it? Daniel Alfredsson made it. Marian Hossa made it. Hammerlick, I wish. And Thomas Kaberle made it as Theodore. Yes, look at that. I love Jose Theodore making the All-Star game. So you have 3 representatives between Kaberle, Hossa, and Alfredsson. 3 Senators make the All-Star game. Cool. Rabbit hole following the World Juniors in this game. You know what? I'm tempted to, but I know we got to move things along. If you want to see more in particular, I'd be happy to. Havlat snubbed from the All-Star. You can click lineup over here. Anyways, well, we saw what we wanted to see. So 3 Sens make it. Kaberle proving he's worth the first. Yeah, we gave up a lot of value for Thomas Kaberle, and it's paying off in a big way. So there you go. That's the All-Star game. Actually, let's sim it. Yeah, why leave it? Actually, pause. I just want to sim into the details. So, oh, wow. 5-4 as the West wins. Yeah, that's West. West wins at 5-4 in overtime, no less. Any points here from our guys? Kaberle with an assist on Kovalev's goal. And that's it. All right. Nicely done. Well, we saw what we needed to see. 61 points in 45 games for Daniel Alfredsson right now. Kaberle had 43 and 50. Only 3 points in his last 9 games, or only. But yeah, he's doing okay. Back to the calendar. Oh, okay, we could have done it like that too. Got it. Noted. Let's go see what's one of the top teams. Like Boston would be a big game to go see. Yeah, okay, let's go see Boston. Rivalry game there. Randy Jones has done his development. Who can we get in before the end of the year now? Will be the question. Probably nobody. Even 70 days is too much. 60? We could do 60. So Joel Ward hitting for 62 days. Let's try and sneak that in by April. Where does Alfie fit in league scoring leaders? Let's see. Alfredsson, player leaders. He is 14th in the league. Currently leading the NHL is Jaromir Jagr with 83 points. Tied with Martin St. Louis. 83 points for both Jagr and St. Louis. Sakic 80, Kovalev 77, Lemieux 76, Pierre Turgeon 75, Cavalier, Dimitra, legend, rest in peace, Eliash, Hayduk, Young, Waite, Forsberg, and then Alfredsson 14th in the league in scoring. Teemu Selanne. So many great players out there. Love seeing these names. All right, big game here against the Boston Bruins. I hate that always brings you to the top, though. The Boston Bruins, let's see. They are very similar to us. They are just 4 points back as well. We're 7-3-0 and yes, our last 10 games. If only NHL was scoring like this back then. Huh, tell me about it. All right, here we go. Big game for divisional implications. Power play Senators to start this one. The power play is not clicking. I have to look at our power play percentage overall. Power play Bruins is killed off as well, but then Keith Tkachuk scores shortly after. His 26th of the year makes it 1-0 Bruins. 44 assists from Jason Allison. Wow. Sheesh. Second period action now. Let's get into it. Top 6. Let's go. Marty Havlat with his 25th goal. Thank you very much. But then Jason Allison scores on the power play. 18 goals and 44 assists for Jason Allison on the year so far. 2-1 Bruins with 5 minutes to go. They're 1 for 2 on the power play. We're 0 for 3. Shots are 25. Power play. There you go. Power play goal from Radek Bonk. Finally a power play goal. As Murray's now 18th all-time in Ottawa Senator assists. Murray, McEachran assisting that goal by Bonk. 2-2 game. Power play Sens. Oh, power play Bruins now killed off. 5 minutes to go. Next one's likely the winner with 3 minutes left in this one. Will we see overtime? Yes, we will. Overtime action. 5 minutes between these two. And the Sens win it as Martin Havlat scores his 26th goal of the year. And the Sens win it in overtime, getting the extra point over the Bruins. Woo! Bonk gets first star honors. Havlat scores twice. Big game there. Again, divisional implications. Big win in just the extra point for win number 35 on the year over the Bruins. Whew. Let's keep on going towards, I don't know, let's just go a couple of weeks, see what happens by February 20th. So loss against the Hurricanes. Where are the rest of the games here? Dean for a 5th. I'll pass on that. Yeah, the trade deadline's coming up, right? Mason, we can pass on Chris Mason. Chris Mason claimed by the Islanders, and now Ty Conklin's on waivers. Chris Neal's done for passing. Now it might be too late for anyone else to learn anything that's on like 50 days or under. 50 days or under. Oh, yeah, 56 days or under. What does Jones need? What does Randy Jones need? Randy Jones, what are you up to, man? Can I see your attributes, please? Randy Jones, shooting 65, passing 68, shot blocking 76. Probably the shooting could come up a little bit. Undrafted guy, yeah. He's loving life in Belleville. Yeah, deadline's going to be coming up too. We could do any of these, except for shot blocking. 58 days seems to be the max. 58. Defensive awareness. That's important. Okay. Yeah, deadline's coming up. Let's go to, maybe like a handful of games before. Let's keep on going until February 20th. 3 straight losses. Then we got to win over the Bruins for our 40th of the year. Let's sim through these next 4 games. We'll leave 1 game before the Thrashers. Havlat's done his training to become right wing. We've been waiting on that one since episode 1. So thank you. Marty Havlat is done. He is now right wing eligible, which will help the lineup whenever we need to throw him on that right side. Host is also close to being done his development to become a sniper from a 2-way forward, which will hopefully help the way that he sims. So Havlat, do we start working on something for him now, which will end next year? Because now at this point, I don't think anyone else can get trained in a short enough time. So we probably keep working on Havlat. Yeah. Offensive awareness? Or should we work on some of these more defensive things? Should we go offensive awareness for 135 days or defensive awareness, which would end next October at 84 days? Or maybe even, shot blocking and hitting. What are your thoughts on that while I grab a little sip of water? Cagney thinks offensive awareness. He's offensively aware. He knows what he's talking about. All right, we'll go for offensive awareness then. Okay, let's keep on going towards the last 3 games or so. 4-2 loss against the Canadiens. Chernik for Mironov and Garnett. What's this offer here? Low backup, exact top 4. No, I will pass. Whoa, look at that. Whoa! 3 consecutive shutout wins? 4-2 loss, followed by a 3-0, 6-0, and 3-0 wins. Whoa! 3 consecutive shutouts. Were those all from Patrick Lalime? I will dismiss that trade offer as well. Hold on a second here. 3 consecutive shutout victories. Player leaders, goalies. Lalime with 8 shutouts. Yes, those are all him. That must be some sort of, at least a Senators record, if not in some NHL numbers somewhere in the archives. 3 consecutive shutout games. That must be pretty rare in the entirety of NHL history. Looking at goalie trades, but he must have seen it coming. Cagney read your mind. As Patrick Lalime now has a .918 save percentage and 2.41 goals against average with those 8 shutouts on the year. Is that leading all goalies, I wonder? Yes, the second most there's a bunch tied with 5. 8 shutouts. Could it be a Vezina year from Lalime? Let's check goal saves above expected. Now that puts him 4th in that category at 25.21. Woo, baby. Okay. Has that even ever happened? In players' profiles, you can see their last 5 games too. Oh, I didn't know that. Let's see that. Lalime's last 5 games. Last 5 games. 3 shutouts, 1 goal against average, 0.965 goals against, 0.965 save percentage, 5 goals against the last 5 games. He was putting in the work here. Goal saved above expected at like upwards of almost at 3 goals saved above expected in those games. Could that be the longest shutout streak ever? I wonder. Patrick Lalime, man, from Saint-Bonaventure du Québec. Félicitations, mon ami. February 27th. We're almost at March 2nd. So we're right at the trade deadline now. Do we want to make any moves here? Let's sim one more day. The day before the deadline now. Deadline eve. Karpovtsev for Chirnik and Jones. Probably won't. I don't think we really need to do much here. Bandwagon got to be the... Yeah. So, hey, Halby! Been looking for a good hockey manager game for a while. Is this one good? I think so. I give it my stamp of approval. There's a few bugs. It crashes from time to time if you do certain things. I'm not going to lie. But I think as a whole, I'm a big fan of it. I'd say at least download it for free and give the free version a try. Good to hear from you, Halby. How are the Halby brothers doing? One of the longest viewers of the entirety of my channel's history. As the 5th year anniversary of my channel, when is that day? The 5th year anniversary of me like taking the channel seriously and putting out consistent videos is next Monday. And the Halby brothers have been here since pretty much then. Just wanted to look at that. Sorry. So Randy Jones, Chirnik for Karpovtsev, who's an 82 overall. Alexander Karpovtsev, 21 points in 64 games with the Blackhawks. He's on an expiring deal, 31 years old, but we don't really need it. 1-1 Joshua. Wow, let's go. And Jeremy also here. Hey, welcome to the stream, Jeremy. So, do we really need to think about any additions here? If we did, it would be someone depth. It would be some sort of 4th line guy. Arvidsson, what's he at? What's Arvidsson up to here? Can I see Arvidsson? Can I see you, please? If I click on them, nothing. If I hold it, nothing's happening. Let's go to the stats instead. And while I'm here, let's just save. Boucher went nuts for that stretch. That's what he did. So the modern era record is Brian Boucher, 332 minutes and 1 second, like 5.5 games. Wow. The Halby brothers are doing well. How's my favorite commander doing? I'm doing well, my friend. A lot going on in my life with the house and with the wedding this summer. There's a lot going on, but you've seen it all. You've seen me in university. You've seen me start working. You've seen me now be engaged. You've seen it all. The Halby brothers have seen it all. Happy to be able to hear from you, my friend. So sorry. I wanted to go to player leaders. Okay, so Degler has 4 goals and 5 points. It's nothing too special, but it's more the plus minuses that I'm concerned with because that depth scoring, the 4th line scoring won't be anything really that impressive anyways. Our worst is -2. Our worst is -2 from Sean McEachran. And Prospel, what kind of contract is he on again? Prospel, 1 more year after this one at 1.148. Last year scored 31 points. This year, down a little bit. Yeah, 40 less seconds of ice time per night. He's at 19 points in 65 games. Meanwhile, Sean McEachran, last year he scored 60 points. This year he has 5 goals and he's at 24. Could Sean McEachran be a guy who we think about moving out at almost $2.6 million? Hope thanks at the Bell Center Ice. Maybe if I could get that, that would be awesome. If Leland gets another shutout, he breaks the franchise record, though technically he hasn't said it yet in this timeline. It's himself who said it. That's interesting. Okay, so what do we want to think about a Sean McEachran change? If we go to the lineup and think about the third line left wing position, we have Prospel already, who we put on the left. We would need a third line right winger, probably in like the 84, 85 overall range. So let's just see who's on the trade blocks out here. Who is out here on the league block? If we sort by negative value, I always love looking at the negative value. Is that Sean Burke? Isn't Sean Burke? Did we not see crazy numbers on Sean Burke? Let me click the view profile. Was he not doing crazy things? 912 save percentage, 15.62 goals saved above expected, or above average. He had 8 and 0203, 7 and I thought he meant consecutive for a second. So yeah, but we don't need a goalie right now. And that's 5 more years on a modified no trade clause, but it's at only 0.8 million. So Sean Burke wouldn't be a bad backup. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, the cap it is only 815. Am I reading? No, it's okay. Wow, what am I saying? It's 3.628. That's a tough contract. Anyways, sorry. Negative value in the whole league. There's Don Sweeney. Good old Don Sweeney's out here. Sign on for 3 more years. 2 more years after this one at 1.5. He's 35. He has 56 points in Providence right now. So if we can find a team that has a bad contract plus someone that we do want, that would be ideal. Yeah, cap hit remaining for this season. Darian Hatcher, he's only 29, but 6 more years at 2.5 isn't great. Stevens, anyone with decent overall? McInnes has 5 years at 2.4 million, though. That would be a really tough contract. Okay, sorting by the overall, the highest guys who are out here. Just looking at more just the right wingers. So McInnes could be someone for the third line, but I don't think he'd really be that much of an improvement. Hey, and Cagney coming in here. Happy anniversary also for your big summer, and as a thanks for the content too. Wow, thank you, Cagney. Let me go ahead and add that. That is, I believe, 4 entries into these into the next created player raffle. Thank you, Cagney. That's very, very kind of you. Thanks not only for the kind donation, but for the very kind words. I'll try to do something special for Monday as an anniversary stream, but I'll make sure to write that down for you right now. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate you having you here on the channel too, as you've been a great AGM and adding in your own thoughts and just being a valued member, which I appreciate you taking the time to be. Awesome. I got that written down. Thank you very much. Let's try and get a nice little deadline splash now to celebrate. We could look at left wingers too, but yeah, there's really not a lot in the trade block at all for guys who would replace and improve upon Sean McEachran. So maybe there's a team that really wants to dump a contract, and that team has awesome. Thanks, Cagney. Has someone that could play on that right wing. So the Penguins are too good. The Flyers are too good. I could see us picking up Darian Hatcher at 2.5 to play on defense. That wouldn't be the hardest contract in the world. Darian Hatcher, if I picked you up from Dallas, would the Stars have anybody? Oh, but he doesn't want to. Sorry, he has a modified no trade clause. He's not open to moving, so never mind. Back to the drawing board. Oh, Dallas Johnson. Wow, Dallas Johnson on the trade block. Jenzy McKenzie's created player who was drafted 50th overall by the Flyers. Good numbers right now in the QMJHL. Carlo Koliakovo's there. Okay, sorry, my negative value. So we can't get Hatcher. Joseph and Burke modified no trade clauses as well. Yeah. Don Sweeney's a really tough one, but maybe there's something interesting that we can get here. Don Sweeney. I don't want that contract, but I would take it on if we get a good right winger. Bill Guerin. We tried to sign him in free agency, but the Bruins, why would they? Yeah, the Bruins are right behind us. Never mind. The Bruins wouldn't want to make that trade. They're right behind us too. Who else? The Flyers are too good. The Penguins are too good. Mighty Ducks. McInnes. The Ducks are contenders. So I have to say, hey, give me Teemu Selanne. I'll take on Marty McInnes. I'll give you Marian Hossa. Yeah, Marian Hossa would put it in our favor at least. But just kidding. It would take Murray and no, and this is just, I'm just looking at it to be silly. Why waste my time? Okay, who else has negative value? Olesen on the Devils. Weinrich on the Canadiens. These guys could be buried as defensemen. Klatt, 82 overall. Tough con. I prefer someone with 2 years. Let's try Olesen on the Devils. Are they a strong team? Yeah, they are. They're an elite team, even. Makes sense that all these guys want to dump contracts if they're one of the better teams. But why not? Why are there no fringe teams that want to move a contract? You know, where are the fringe teams? Oilers, potentially McEachran. Oilers are pretenders, but they're 37, 24, and 5. So never mind. So maybe we just go a totally different direction and say forget looking at the blocks. Yeah, older guys may definitely regress hard for sure. How about the Canucks here? Klatt. The Canucks are 31, 24, and 9, and there that's a bit more reasonable. Who do they have at right wing? Mark Recchi wouldn't want to move here. Tyler Bertuzzi on the left wing. Sedin wouldn't go, no. Schaefer, no, it doesn't. Forget it. Let's go to player search instead. Forget the trade blocks. We'll go to player search. So player search, let's see, a minimum overall of 84. Max overall, it's not to go too crazy. It's going to be like a third line guy. So max overall, I don't know, 87-ish. That's probably too high. I have Murray, who's an 86. Let's say 86 as well. Between 84 and 86. 84, 85, 86. And position is right wing. Any player type. Let's look at that. Okay, good. So sorting by overall. For the Scene Twins win. Yeah, that would be something. So we can't get Young, Amante, guys like that wouldn't really work out. O'Neill, Dvorak. I wouldn't mind a two-way forward on the third line. It doesn't have to be the most offensive guy in the world. Mark Parrish could be something on the Islanders. What are the Islanders up to? Islanders are 25, 34, and 6. Wouldn't really make sense to trade him then. How if we sort by age instead? Like a Theo Fleury with the Rangers. What are the Rangers up to? They're 33, 28, and 4. So they're a bit fraudulent. He has 35 points in 65 games. Theo Fleury. Legend. Holmstrom? That could be something too. Tony Amonte is a legend. With you and a couple friends, might have to make it happen then. If I were to say Theo Fleury for Sean McEachran just for fun, looking at the value, they would do this. Now, we'd be swapping 33-year-olds who are similar overall. Playmaker for a sniper. That wouldn't be the craziest thing, and we take back a little bit of value to balance it out. 33 for 33. And both signed on. Theo Fleury signed on for 2 extra years. McEachran for 1 more year at 2.6. Fleury for 2 more years at 1.86. Sniper for depth. Plus, they want McEachran. Theo Fleury might be the guy. Let's keep that in mind. Theo Fleury might just be the guy. Tony Amonte. What's up with Tony Amonte here? He's at 41 points on the year. And the Blackhawks are 26, 33, and 5. So they trade a 31-year-old for a 33-year-old. Would that make a lot of sense? Probably not. They don't want him. No, that wouldn't make sense, sadly, for them. Who else is in that older range? Heinze? Who's this guy? Blue Jackets are retooling. 85 two-way forward. They want McEachran. So we're swapping players. We'd have to be the one who adds value. So I think Theo Fleury's the guy. I know we're taking a step down in overall. Yeah. Trying to get slightly younger wouldn't be a bad thing, but it also would make us probably have to add value. Trading a 33-year-old for a 33-year-old is more of an easier thing to swing. Now, if we did go, no, Kovalenko's, they're too good. Now, and then bad teams, younger players, they wouldn't want to take on like a McEachran. Tchaikovsky, Murray. Holmstrom is 29. The Wings are a good team, though. Are they not? The Polish Prince. Red Wings are contenders, yeah. Good thing about the Polish Prince. 60 points in 67 games. Wow. But he's playing way over his head, I would think. Do the Kings want to capitalize on his value? I'm surprised he's on the block. The Kings are a horrible team. Do they want to capitalize on his value? I'll give you McEachran plus. This would almost go through alone. So they seem to like Sean McEachran here. If we sorted by value, it'd basically be Fleury and Underwinded. Yeah, for that age, yes. But maybe the Polish Prince could come in here. And we add a little bit of value to make it make a bit more sense. But they seem to like him. Who could we add here? Who's not just a pure bum? Like maybe White, 26.76, just a guy, sorry, 26.79. We've had Dicus as depth defense we haven't used at all yet. Do you want Dicus and I take someone else back for depth defense? I don't know, something like that. Left D, right D. Can I take Lilia? You want to trade Modry. Yaroslav Modry. Remove. Starting by overall. Berg, Aki Berg. We could take Lilia. They value his leadership, I guess. Prosper goes left wing, Fisher center, Marius on the right wing. Could be a solid chem with pros and with Prosper and Marius, yeah. Let's just, maybe we just keep it simple. And I add a pick just to try and balance things out a bit. Don't try to get too fancy. So we have no second in this next draft coming up. So we have third, fourth, fifth, 2 sixths. Then the next year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I throw in a fourth in 2003 and don't touch any more of our 2002 picks. It makes it the better deal for them, but it also would make sense that, hey, he's been scoring a lot. They should be able to capitalize on his value on in such a bad season. They seem to value McEachran a lot, and they want Marius to spread his wings and fly, I guess. So here's McEachran and a fourth in 2003. That's a strong draft as well. And that pushes off the value by quite a bit. So let's make it a fifth instead. It's a strong draft. So let's make it a fifth. McEachran and a fifth to the LA Kings for the Polish Prince, Mariusz Czerkowski. Correct? Czerkowski? Are we going green light on this? I think it makes sense for a lot of different reasons. If we had to try and excuse it, maybe I'd say, I feel a bit too cheese. But no, it's checking all the boxes for the Kings. And for whatever their point of view is, they like it. Looks good. Theo Fleury was an interesting one. But now that this guy came up and the scoring that he's been doing in LA, I think we got to go for him. Green light from Jeremy. All right. Let's send the offer. Green as the grass, and Cabriolet gets number 15. Check and check. All right. Let's see. What do you say here, Los Angeles? Trade accepted. Thank you to the LA Kings. Sean McEachran, thank you for your time here as an Ottawa Senator. And now we continue to try and march our way towards Lord Stanley. And now the Polish Prince comes in, and that gives blue chemistry on the third line, plus maybe even on the power play. I would think about it. Yes, power play unit number 2. The Polish Prince can go there and be here. Prosper the point, Redden there. Great. That'll be exactly how we look now moving forward in the special teams too. Cool. Okay, I like that deal. I didn't like having to give up a fifth in a strong draft, but we'll survive. Yeah, here's that draft class. Ice Bear Sully. There he is. Josh Georges. Anyone else who's created who's up here? I don't see anyone else who's created. No, right now it's just Ice Bear Sully. Oh, there it is. Me6bot. I missed him. Me6bot also there. Okay. Those are some of the created players. So there's our big move for the deadline. That'll be the one. And now we can go to jersey numbers as well. Numbers Cabriolet, you can get number 15 now. There you go. And we'll also go save after making those moves. Beat you to it, Mighty. All right, back to the calendar. Let's see. Yes, this game against the Thrashers with the Polish Prince now part of the lineup here. Actually, let's just sim the game. Just sim and see what the details are. So in this was, oh wow, in this one we win 4-3, and Prospel wins in overtime on a goal that is assisted by Redin and Cherkovsky. Let's go. Alfredsson opens it up, then Carlson ties it. It went 3-1 for the Thrashers before we march back. Bonk, Havlat, and Prospel in overtime from down 3-1 to winning 4-3. Big win right there. All right, trade deadline now. Steve Stais for Rich Peverley. I will dismiss. Thank you. I'll go into the deadline here, but I don't think we're making any moves. Rob Niedermeyer matches our needs, but we don't need to make any other moves unless something gets offered to us that I really like. Oh, there it is in the top right corner. Yeah. Live long and prosper. Sully in the Discord has a rivalry with the Me6 bot, so we coordinated my 2 created players, says Hobbsy, and we can track the rivalry through this season. Love it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to sit here all day for no reason. How do I get out of here? Oh, yeah, exit. Okay, just exit. I thought I meant exit the mode. Exit. Great. Okay, calendar. Yeah, the series, of course, yeah. And now we're getting into the final stretch here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go see the Penguins again. Let's go see them one more time. 2 more games until then. Yes, trade deadline, thank you. We'll pass by the second and check any updates as well. We face Dallas and then Nashville before we host the Penguins. 2 wins there, 3-2 and 3-2. There we go. We're 46-20-2, facing the 45-21-1 Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see how we do up against them with our strongest team yet. Facing our biggest competition throughout the series so far. Odette makes it 1-0 early, but then Cabriolet on the power play ties it soon after with his 19th of the year unassisted. 5 minutes ago in this one, in this period, sorry. And that'll bring us to the second with this game tied at 1 apiece. Both goals coming on the power play. Sens with the power play there is killed off. We're 1 for 3 on the day as the Penguins are 1 for 1. Shots going back, very even back and forth. Power play Pens killed off. Now it's 2-1 as Laukinen, and then Lemieux's 35th of the year, 64 assists from Jagger. Oh my goodness. Just like that, 3-1 Pens. We're down by 2 here in the third period. From a 1-1 game to quickly down by 2 as they scored twice in less than 2 minutes. Power play Sens killed off. And sadly, it looks like that'll be all she wrote when the scoring is just not coming. 1 power play goal, 0 at even strength as Patty Waugh just is too good as he gets first star honors. And we drop this one by a score of 3-1. Hopefully we don't have to face the Penguins in the playoffs. Okay, let's keep on going to... I don't want to see the Penguins again. The Canadiens, like Canadien Montreal at the Bell Center. Let's go see the Bell Center. The Canadiens at the Bell Center. They just have our number, I guess. I doubt we're alone there, though. True. What are some league trades? Oh, good. Yeah, it's true. Let's check out the league trades at the deadline. Let's see what else happened. Okay, Mike Fisher's done. So let's go back over here. I don't think we can do anything else now at this point for sure, right? Yeah, at this point, everything's going over to next year. So maybe now's the time to train Cabriolet. We can get a start on it for this season. Or even Chris Phillips. But Cabriolet's been so good. It's crazy. Let's work on his... I don't want to go to October of 2003. That's going to be 2 years. So let's go to January of next season. So halfway through next year, we'll work on his hitting to try and get him to grow that way. Jokinen, 15. UC Jokinen plus 15 on the year at 60 overall. Is that since being drafted? Crazy. Nice to see from UC Jokinen. All right, trades around the league. Let's see. We're 46-21-2. 4-3 loss against the Bruins. 5-1 win against the Oilers. 2-0 shutout against the Devils. Another shutout for Patrick Lalima, I would assume, as we're 46-21-2, as I said. Let's see the update here. Prospect report. 105 points, 55 goals in 65 games from Chiernik. Joel Ward, Chris Kelly. He's a plus 46. Vermette, Peverley, 98 points. Jokin's not doing much. Sharp, Niemi 915 save percentage, Volchenkov 62 points, Camilleri 35 goals and 68 points in 39 games. Let's see, surges from Johnny Oduya there, +2, and Niemi's +1 up to a 70. March update, Bowmeister +6. Where are the created guys again? Let's see what kind of updates they had. Me6 is up 6 spots to 24th. While... Where's Ice Bear Sully? He's down to 26th. So Me6 leapfrogging over him. 100 points in 58 games from Ice Bear. 93 and 59 from Me6. Now let's go to, we said the trades in the year. Where's that going to be found again? For trades around the league? The league tab, maybe? Let's get a quick little save in. Always nice to save. Jay Hurley, it looks like he's not in the top 30. We can look at all scouts, actually. Let's go to scouting. Goalies. Jay Hurley is... Oh, he's there. Ranked 29th. Jay Hurley is right there. Always the manual save user. Trade history? Where's trade history? Trade history. Great. Thank you. I'm still learning where things are. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. So not many trades happened at all. So at the start of the year. So this is the 01-02 season. So let's think about all the trades so far in 2001 that we haven't seen yet this episode. Okay. A different Country Miller, a different K Miller. Beach, R. Robitaille, Belanger, Brad May, Ponikarovsky to LA, Benoit Brunet to Columbus, PJ Axelson to Chicago, DeVries to Minnesota, Scott Hannon to Los Angeles, Bryce Salvador to Vancouver, McGrattan to San Jose, Ron Tugnutt to Colorado. Trade history tab. Yes, thank you. Thierry, this was a big one here as the Maple Leafs acquired Mika Kiprasov, Jonathan Chichu, a first and a second. Whoa! For Mats Sundin, Brad Boyes, Joe Corvo, and a first. Now, these are the trades that franchise mode doesn't do. Kiprasov, Chichu, and a second in a deal that sees... So the first round picks get swapped, and it turns into a first round pick swap plus Kiprasov, Chichu, and a second for Sundin, Boyes, and Corvo. Wow. Matt Sundin, who's now a San Jose Shark and has 55 points in 58 games. Whoa. And Mika Kiprasov, who hasn't been doing super well with the Maple Leafs, sadly. He has that highly potential, though. Maybe an RFA issue, I wonder. Chichu, medium elite. 9 points in 59 games. Ouch. Brad Boyes, 87 and 61 down in Erie. And Joe Corvo also playing the minors. Yes, he's 24. It's a prospect. Wow, that was something. What else do we see? Sutter, then the Polish Prince. Darby. No, here's the trade deadline moves. Deadline day. Johan Hedberg to Dallas. Manny Legacy to Pittsburgh for a little backup goalie action there. And Sutter swapped again from Toronto. Okay, so not much happened at the deadline. That was the one big move of the year. And then we go back to the office and go see the Canadiens. We are looking for win number 50 here against the Canadiens. On veut le 5e contre les Canadiens qui sont 38, 29 et 6. They're 38, 29, and 6. We're 49, 22, and 2. Let's see this one. Simmet and 2-0 Canadiens as we get shut out. One of the few times, if not the only time, Jose Theodore just too strong with first-star honors. Boy. Yeah, Leafs fans would be losing their minds 20 years in the future. Let's try and get win number 50 against the Islanders. Randy Jones out for 2 weeks. We'll be okay. Let's see if we can get it against the Islanders, or do we see the Canadiens again? On the road, there you go, 5-4 win, and that's win number 50, as Marian Hossa is now a sniper. Finally. Marian Hossa is a sniper, which will hopefully boost some of the offense from him. Now, who is next? Back to Mike Fisher again? Or no, now to Hossa. We can train Hossa, who's high elite. Let's go with I suppose shooting. That'll go into 2003, though. I don't want to go to 2003. But then by then he's going to get older. We got to suck it up. Let's work on the shooting. Let's try and get it even high. Now that he's a sniper, let's work on the shooting. Hope these Leafs fall down the stairs in the basement and remain there for eternity. But first, let's acquire Tucker at the draft. Let's save him. All right, Mighty Joe. We'll keep an eye on that once the season wraps up. All right, so that's win number 50. Awesome. We got that done. We're about an hour and a half in the stream now. So do we do the playoffs in this one? Let's get to the end of the season now. I'm stalling a bit too much, maybe. Let's get to the end of the year. We got 50 wins. We're going to definitely make the playoffs. Let's get to the end of the season. Wade Redden is done. That was a long one, too. Could we also... He's now lefty, righty. Great. But any other training would take a long time. So let's go back to Mike Fisher. And we'll do... offensive awareness. Bring him to December. Like, oh no, Cagno, then I can't have that happen. The Polish Prince up to an 84. Oh, that's already from what he did in LA. 5 points in 11 games for him. Playing definitely less ice time than he had with the Kings, but that's okay. Let's keep on going towards the game against the Panthers to end off the year. Chernik done as well. Whew, this does take up a lot of time, but it's great to see the value. Not the value. Great to see the benefit, reap the reward. I'm trying to say reap the reward. And shooting, I guess, on Chris Tylen on Chris Neal. Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Thank you for joining. 3-2 loss against the Penguins, a 4-3 overtime win against the Maple Leafs. Let's go back to Chernik over here. Chernik. I want, because the next year is 02-03. I don't want to go into September of 03. It has to finish before September of 03. So these ones down here. Chernik is what? A sniper? So let's go defensive awareness on him. Hey, Bryson, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Let's go to the Panthers now. 3-1 win against the Devils. 4-1 win against the Blue Jackets. As we're approaching the last game, we'll go through the one against the Maple Leafs. Randy Jones is healthy. Very good. Patrick Sharp has done his shooting assignment. Good. A couple assignments are done on the same day, actually. This could be anyone in the organization. So let's go to... can we do Volchenkov again? Can't do shooting on Volchenkov. We could do passing or even shot blocking, hitting, defensive awareness. He's a defenseman. So we may as well do defensive awareness. Next year is 02-03, we said. Yes. That'll be a big one. It'll be a long-term one on Volchenkov, but he's one of our long-term guys. Chris Kelly, 76 days on shooting. Let's go 66 to offensive awareness. And Camilleri is done in 2 days. As we'll keep going there. So we'll sim through the game against the Maple Leafs. Yeah, a lot of development. We're almost done all the developments. Yeah, I already did that one, actually, though. Sorry, not that. We can check the updates in the inbox again in just a second. 5-4 win against the Maple Leafs as Camilleri's done. Next, we'll go to Sharp. We'll give a little break on Camilleri for a sec. We just did shooting on Sharp, so we'll go now to, I suppose, passing. There you go. Jones is done in 4 days. Peverly's done in 3 days. And let's go to that last game there against the Panthers. Whew. Chernik, 1 month recovery. Great. The best player on Belleville. Now here we are. We are 55, 24, and 2 for the last game of the season here against the Panthers. Quick check of the inbox. What's this? Okay. Chernik welcomes a new teammate. How about that? Introducing Andre Chernik, born on March 22nd. Andre is already spreading smiles and happiness in the Chernik household. Isn't that nice? Expected to be draft eligible in the year 2020. So Ivan Chernik, who is just an absolute menace with Belleville, can his son Andre Chernik be someone who we keep an eye on moving into future years? That's cool. 2020 eligible. Got to try and keep that in mind. Far, far from now. Prospect report. There we go. Chernik has 127 points in 80 games. Oh my goodness. Chris Neal with 93. Vermette, Peverly 115. Sharp, Niemi 923 save percentage. Volchenkov 74 points in the KHL. Camilleri 40 goals and 80 points in NCAA. Sheesh. And anyone else? Now that the second has passed? Prospect report. No, that's it. There's no more growth reports after March 2nd? I guess not. All right, back to the office. Jokinen must be on a loaded team down the line. I suppose so. I guess that must be the case. All right, last game of the year here against the Florida Panthers to finish off 2001-2002 for our second season with the Sens. Very successful, we got to say. First shot of the night, Mike Sullivan scores there for the Panthers. Oh, boy. That's it until next September. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Good to know. 2-0 as Olli Jokinen scores there. Glenn Murray scores his 34th of the year. Loving life in Ottawa. And then Hossa ties it. Mr. Sniper, his 27th of the year. Olli Jokinen scores his second to make it 3-2 early in the second period. Power play for the Panthers. Extended chance for them is killed off there. 0-2 tonight while we are 1-2. Shots not tied at 15 halfway through this game. Both on pace for 30 shots each. And Pavel Bure makes it 4-2. There's his 32nd of the year. And Jokinen completes the hat trick to score his 30th. Then Boyle makes it 6. Oh my goodness. Roenick surpasses 50 assists. The Polish Prince scores his 33rd of the year. Jokinen scores his 4th goal of the night, 7 on 25. Wow, that is an ugly, ugly night there. Pause, sim the rest of the game as we lose 7-5. Phillips and Murray score late, but that's not even close to being enough as Jokinen has a 4-goal night. Bonk surpasses the 300-point milestone. That's nice, but we get trashed 7-5, sorry. Boy. Let's have everybody play their 82nd game, and then we'll check out the standings and all that. It's still a successful season, but a sour way to end it off. That's for sure. Let's go to Camilleri. We did shooting, so now we'll do passing. Rare Chris Phillips goal. Yes, very rare. Who else almost done? One more day for Jones. Then that'll be it for pretty much it for the rest of the season. We end the year on a 7-10 streak. In our last 10 games. Sorry, 7-3 streak in our last 10. And we'll go back to Ward, I guess. Work on his passing. Yeah, no one else is close to finishing right now. No. So everyone, the next one to finish is in November of next year. So we can stop doing training for a little while now. Let's go back to scouting. Actually, sorry, staff. Scouts. Everyone's still scouting, right? Everyone's still scouting. Ottawa, so I make sure that's still up to the proper times. All right. So now checking out the year that has been. Actually, one more day. Maple Leafs have one more. Okay, I think everyone played 82 games now. Is that it? Everyone played 82 games? No, 81 from the Avalanche. Hold on. One more day. Who are we facing in round one? Will it tell us right away? No, not yet. Now did they play? Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that fully concludes the 2001-2002 regular season. We go 55, 25, and 2 to win the Atlantic Division, and we also sit third in the Eastern Conference, 1 point behind the Flyers and 5 points behind the 58-win Penguins. So still a very successful year. It looks like we're going to be facing the Devils, the 45-win Devils with Martin Brodeur. Canadiens, Lightning also making it in. Yeah, strong year in the Eastern Conference. In the entire NHL, we also finished third. So third in the conference and third in the league as the top 3 teams in the NHL all come from the Eastern Conference. St. Louis wins the West as the 4th best team in the league, as 3 teams in the East finish 54 wins or above, and the Blues don't even hit 50. How about that? At the bottom of the league, the LA Kings in 30th with a 28-47-7 season. Boy. All right, now for the player leaders. So Daniel Alfredsson finishes 20th in the NHL in scoring. We have 3 top 50 or even top 40 point scorers, as Alfredsson scores 93 points in 77 games. Alexei Yashin, 44 goals and 84 points. Marian Hossa has 81. Bonk with 71. After last year, he scored 58. 71 points from Radek Bonk. What a machine. 69 points from the Polish Prince, who scored 9 in 17 as a Senator. So already much better than McEachran. Still -3. That's more of a third line thing, it seems like. But I like what he's doing for us. Power play was a bit weak for the year. Yeah, I didn't take a look at that. Give me a sec. Thomas Caberlet did not hit 80 points, but I'll still be happy with a 64-point season from him. 59 last year in Toronto, playing 2.5 more minutes per night. Here he scores 64 in 82. I'm still content enough with Thomas Caberlet for doing that. Thank you. Martin Havlat slowed down in the goal scoring, but still ends with 36 goals and 63 points. Great sophomore season from him after scoring 34 last year. He scores 36 this year. Glenn Murray in his first year as a Senator scores 35 goals and 62 points. Very nice. And Wade Redden with a 60-point season. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players who scored 60-plus points. Then we dropped down to Ratchenik at 34, Prospel 25, Phillips 21, Salo 20, York 15, Fisher with just 10, Arvidsson 8, Dackel 7, Daigle with 5, and White no points in 5 games. Patrick Lalime finishes first in the league in wins with 49, 2.35 goals against average, 920 save percentage, 10 shutouts. Oh my goodness. Looking at the entire NHL, Lalime led the league in wins by 5 wins, had the best goals against average of all starters. Oh, Patrick Wall got injured. That's why they traded for Manny Legacy. Best goals against average of anyone who appeared in 50 or more games. Save percentage. Let's see. Second best of anyone who's played 50 or more games, as Hasek was above him. Most shutouts in the league by 4. And goal saves above expected. Third in the league behind Luongo and Hasek. Wow. 595 hits from Redden and York combined. Whoa. He answers some questions for sure. Now can he do it in the playoffs? That'll be the next question. Yes. How about rookie goalies? Looking at wins, he's big, he's bald, he's Alex Auld. He won 22 games. Kiprusoff with the Maple Leafs, not great in that big trade there for Toronto. Now for the scoring, rookie scoring in the whole league. Who's this guy? Milan Kraft. Danny Heatley, 36 points there with the Thrashers. But now let's go to, all players. Yes. So Pierre Turgeon led the league with 123 points with St. Louis. Boy, after 100 points last year, he gets 123 this year. Future Hall of Famer Pierre Turgeon. Joe Sakic second with 120. Leading the league in goals with Joe Sakic also with 51 goals. Most assists was Turgeon with 79. Shoosh. The league was only 12 shutouts behind the NHL record. Set the Sens record, though. Nice. Yeah, a lot of Blues. 3 Blues in the top 10. We sort by numbers here. 3 Blues in the top 9, even if you want to say that. Jagger there for the Penguins. And Alfredsson there in 20th for us. All defense in the league. Let's see this. Lidstrom with 71 points. So Wade Redden wasn't that far back with, 60 he had? Wade Redden, yeah, he's down here at 60. I know there's a lot of players above him, and even Caberlet at 64. Thomas Caberlet. Good stuff, man. I really wish we had Roman Howrlik, but I'm happy with Caberlet. Rob Blake, Kimmo Timonen. All right. So those are the stats. Team stats. If I was to look at the power play. Power play in the conference, division, whatever. In the whole league, power play percentage was... Where were we? Sorry, hold on. First, where are we here? 17.9%. Oh, it even highlights us. What am I doing? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th in the league for power play. 86.9 on the penalty kill would put us 4th best. That's nice. Okay, at least there's that. Just a little peek at the special teams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we start rolling into the postseason. Here we go. So we want to go to the playoffs and see the matchups here. Yes, 1 versus 8, Penguins versus Lightning, Flyers versus Canadians, Senators versus Devils, Panthers versus Bruins. In the West, Blues versus Mighty Ducks, Red Wings versus Blue Jackets, Oilers versus Canucks, and Stars versus Flames. All right, so let's get this party started. Game 1, round 1, year 2. After losing in round 1 last year to the Penguins, we will now face off against the New Jersey Devils in this first round. What does their lineup look like? Well, let's go see them. Lineup for the Devils. How do they look here in 01-02? So, first line, Eliash, McGillney, and Sikora. Wow. Second line, Gomez, Arnott, and Madden. Third line, Jay Pandolfo, Bobby Holik, and McKay. Randy McKay, yes. Fourth line, Guola, Darby, and Stevenson. On defense, Niedermeyer and Rafalski, White and Commodore, Mitchell and Olesen, Willie Mitchell. So the overalls are definitely low on defense. three 80s, top pair with an 84, second pair an 82, but their goaltender is none other than, where is he? Am I looking at the right place here? Eddie Olchuk's their head coach. Lanny McDonald's assistant coach. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, I'm blind. Martin Brodeur, 92 overall, backed up by Dwayne Rolison. 92 overall, Marty Brodeur, 2.39 goals against, 916 save percentage. Martin Brodeur, number 31, because, yeah, retired for the Devils, of course. All right, and more of the, you can even see some of their stats. No, it's just for the regular season, or sorry, for the playoffs. All right, this will be a Brodeur show or a loss for them, says Cagney. Yeah, we'll see. It might come down to the goaltending on either side here. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it rolling. How long are we at here? We're at, what time is it? Let's see this. 8:46. We're at an hour. We're at about an hour 40. About an hour 40. So wrapping up this episode by like before 2.5 would be ideal. So here we go. Game 1, round 1. Let's get this started. After losing last year in, what was it, 6 games? Power play New Jersey to start. And there you go. Scott Gomez will open up the scoring in this postseason matchup. 1-0 Devils through the first 10 minutes here. It would almost be better if we just do calendar simulation. We seem to be better there. Power play Senators goes nowhere. Power play Ottawa once more, still killed off. Power play Sens for a third time, and we're 0 for 3. All the Devils are 1 for 1. Oh boy, power play Devils again. Juice, finally you're playing with the Senators. They are taking a beating from the Avs right now. Are they? Oh boy. The ghost of Gomez present. Still 1-0. We're still over for the power play as well. Third period on home ice. Sakura makes it 2-0 for make it 3-0. Oh my goodness. We're down 3-0 on home ice as the favorites, the third best team in the league. We're going to get shut out by Marty Brodeur. Hey, 2-1 Montreal. Suzuki. Thank you. We get shut out 3-0 by Marty Brodeur and the Devils. Not the way you want to start this one. Let's split the games at home. Let's keep it rolling. Shake it off and try to get through Marty Brodeur here early in this first period. Power play Devils, not what we want to see. We kill it off though. Power play Sens. This is the chance here, gentlemen. Extended. 0 for 2. We're 0 for 6 now in the series, right? Okay. We're 0 for 4 coming in. Yeah, time to make changes. We're changing up the lineup. Actually, I'm doing it right now. We can do it right now. Can we not? Options, edit lines, power play. Yes, we could do that. I'm used to not doing that. Power play, special units. Alfredsson, Yashin, Hossa not going anywhere. So let's put Havlat here, and let's put Prospel here, Hossa here. Let's try that if that'll mix up anything on the power play. Let's go. Hopefully a power play. Hold on. There's a power play right there. It equals 4-on-4. Then we give them a power play. And now halfway through the second, we're still all at zeros. 5 to go in the second period. We need to break through Brodeur. He has now 5 consecutive shutout periods against us here in the playoffs. Power play Devils killed off. Let's go. Come on. Just one. Power play Sens, please. Power play Devils right back. Both teams are struggling in the power play. A combined 0 for 12. And there it is! Hossa power play goal and the Sens win! Oh my goodness. What happened here? Was it 2-0 or 1-0? So we end 1 for 9 on the power play thanks to those changes. Hossa with a power play goal in the second unit from the Polish Prince and Radek Bonk. But did Phillips also score? With 0.8 seconds left. What is this? 0.8013? Was it 1-0 or 2-0? I don't know. And this season, by the way, we beat them. We swept the season series 3-0 even against the Devils. Weird glitch. Okay. So it counts as a 1-0 win. So Phillips scored. We'll say that Phillips scored, and just as the puck went in, clock hit 0. Yeah, it's a win. Win's a win. Yeah, never seen that. Okay, great. So we get shut out by Brodeur, and then Leem shuts out the Devils. So shutouts on both sides to tie the series up at 1 and make it a best of 3, headed to New Jersey. All right, here we go for game 3 with Devils on home ice advantage. Then they take advantage of it on the first shot of the night. And there we go. We scored 2 goals on our first 2 shots. Hold on, pause. Hold on. So after the Devils shut us out in game 1, We shut them out in game 2. And then in game 3, both teams score on their first shot of the night, followed by us scoring on our second shot of the night. As Sakura scores, Havlat ties it, and Alfredsson puts us up 2-1. Whoa. Yeah, it doesn't have it counted there either for the stats. Okay, so we're up 2-1. And now make it 2-2. Rafalski, 2-on-7. Power play Sens. I didn't put the power play units back, though. Polish Prince, the deadline acquisition makes it 3-2. I'd have to fix the power play units for good, not just in one game. Thank you, Glenn Murray, making it 4-2. It's a 2-goal cushion now. The most goals scored in one game this series so far. Yes, Ratching makes it 5-2 with 5 minutes to go in the second period. 6-2 Wade Redden after being shut out in game 1 and scoring only 1 goal in game 2. Brodeur allows 6 in 2 periods here in game 3, as we'll definitely take this victory up by 4 with 10 minutes to go, and we will have a 2-1 series lead headed into game 4. Someone woke them up, I suppose, finally. Fake news. No, Suzuki was offside. Oh, no. Merci quand même, Melouin. Bobby Holik scores late, and this one ends 6-3. Thank you very much. 3 points in 3 games from Glenn Murray. Let's also fix up the power play like I said I would. Let's go back to the lineup. Special teams. I said... Oh, it stayed. Oh, my changes stayed. Okay, great. So the changes you make in-game stay carried over to the next game. Cool. All right, game 4 now. Take a 4. Could it be a 3-1 series lead? That would be fantastic. Let's not drop this one and allow the Devils back into tie to 2. We split the games at home. Let's take both on the road. Here facing the Devils, still in New Jersey for this 4th game of round 1. Let's try and keep that same offense from last game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Brodeur is more locked in tonight. Elias scores his first of the series, make it 1-0 late in the first, and the Devils will hold a 1-0 lead into the second period. All right, shots 10-9 in our favor, and Brian Rafalski makes it 2-0 Devils now. 15. Thank you. There's Ratchenik with his second in as many games, and it's a 1-goal game. I don't want to get shut out and have to beg for the last 2 minutes. We're back in this game, down by 1 with still 25 minutes to go. Come on now, gentlemen. Power play opportunity into the third. That's killed off. Here we go. Third period action with 15 minutes to go, down by 1. Thank you, Mike Fisher. He had like 1 goal on the season, and then it's Glenn Murray with his second. 3-2 Senators. Power play Ottawa. That's killed off. 1-goal cushion for us now. 2 minutes to go. Woo-hoo! That's a huge victory. What a comeback from down 2-0. The Senators win 3-2. Fisher, let's go. One of the few NHL players who I've met. I have a beautiful autographed plastic stick from him. I love you, Mike Fisher. 3-2 Sens as we win it to now take a 3-1 series lead over the Devils. After losing game 1, we have now won 3 in a row and hopefully can finish it off with a gentleman's sweep in game 5 back home in Ottawa with home ice advantage. Lalim is holding his own. Yeah, he definitely is. He went fishing and caught himself some underwood. Reel it in, baby. That's good. That's funny, Muddy Joe. All right, here we go. 5th game of this series with a 3-1 series lead. Power play Senators. That's killed off early. Devils fighting for their lives in enemy territory. 5 minutes to go in the first period. Only 3 shots on net for us. And we'll head into the second period. The power play, which is killed off by the Devils. Power play New Jersey now. Killed off as well. Our power as bad as our power play has been, our penalty kill has been strong. Power play Devils killed off again. They're 0-3. We're 0-2. Power play Devils once more. You can't do it forever. Power play for us killed off. Combined 0-7. Scott Gomez scores the first goal of this one. And then Scott Niedermayer scores late in the second. We're down by 2 here in the third. Marty Brodeur does not want to go home, but Vinny Prospel makes it a 2-1 game before Sakura restores that 2-goal lead. Power play Sens killed off. Power play Devils now to put it to bed. No killed off again. 5 minutes left. Down by 2. And power play opportunity late, but that'll be all she wrote as the Devils have some life and get a victory in this series. And I'll make it a 3-2 series. Yeah, making the series 3-2 in our favor. All right, so now on the road in New Jersey, we want to close it off in game 6. Don't give them, after we won 3 in a row, don't let them win 3 in a row and now get it done in 7. Let's end it now on the road in game 6. And punch our ticket to the second round for the first time in the GM data era. Let's get it done here in New Jersey territory. Power play Sens is killed off early. The power play for everybody. The special team's been horrible for everyone. We're still 0-2. I don't know what to say about the power play. Is that just an HLM thing? I don't know. Second period power play again. Finally, Alexei Yashin, his first goal of this series in the 6th game with 40+ goals on the year. But then Elias scores soon after to tie it at 1 halfway through the second period. Come on now. Shots 15-12 in our favor. 5 minutes to go. Power play Devils killed off, and we're into the third period now, down by 1 as McGillney makes it 2-1. All right, third period, 19 minutes to go. Shots 20-15 for the Senators. If the Devils can hang on tight, we'll see 7. If we can come back, then we'll punch our ticket to round 2. There it is. As soon as I press play, Marty Havlat ties it. And thank you, Alfredsson, right after making it 3-2. The captain puts us up by 1. From down by 1 to up by 1. Power play Sens. McGillney scores his second to tie it back at 3. No, and Stevenson makes it 4-3. Oh, man. Down by 1, up by 1, lose by 1. Oh, man. 4-3 loss. We lose 1, then we win 3 in a row, and now we've lost back-to-back. Host only 1 goal in 6 games. Come on. April update. Thank you. We'll look another time. Lineup. Do we want to make any changes to this lineup at all? Love all the blue chemistry, but I don't know. Do we swap Hossa and Havlat maybe? Would that be crazy? Hossa and Havlat, or just keep everything as is? Power play percentage is abysmal. Can we see the playoff? Can we see that power play percentage? I don't think we can. Shaking up is worth it. All right, let's swap Havlat and Hossa. And the special teams get a big shake up here. Yashin hasn't been doing anything, so let's make Bonk the playmaker. Havlat the sniper. No. Hossa can go on the first unit. So Bonk and Hossa move to unit 1. Alfredsson stays. Polish Prince will come up here. So Alfredsson, Bonk, Hossa, Polish Prince, Caberlet, Murray, Yashin, Havlat, Prospel, Redden. Shake up D. We go blue on the second pair with Caberlet going with Ratchenik. Or sorry, we go Redden here, Phillips here. Sorry, it would be yellow. We could go Phillips, Redden, Caberlet, Ratchenik. Yeah, let's do that. Now that Redden is right D eligible, that helps for the chemistry. All right, those will be our changes moving into Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. Sheesh. From down 1-0 in the series to up 3-1 in the series to now tied at 3. Game 7 to try and push our way to round number 2 for the first time in the GM data era. We won 10 more games than the Devils. We swept the season series 3-0. We know that we can beat these guys. It's just Marty Brodeur. You've done it before. You scored 6 on them. Let's do it again. Hang on tight, gentlemen. Let's get this done because we know that we can do it. Havlat has 2 goals. Murray has 5 points, plus 5 for Bonk as well. Actually, we can see the power play percentage. It's 17.9, which is 12th of all the teams. So the 12th of the 16 teams, I suppose. They have the best penalty. The Devils have the 89% penalty kill. So here we go. Cross those fingers. Let's move down to 0.5 speed, maybe. 0.5 speed. And here we go. Game 7 action on home ice here in Ottawa. Still doing your Duolingos? Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. It's not midnight yet. I still have a few more hours. Okay. Who's gonna break the ice in this one? I'm at a 400+ day streak, my friend. Can't stop now. Power play Devils. First one of this game killed off by the Senators. That's what we want to be seeing. The penalty kill has been good. We need the power play to convert whenever an opportunity comes our way. First period comes to an end with the shots 14-9 in our favor. Second period is going to come down to these last 40 minutes now. Both sides keeping it close to the chest, and the Devils open up the scoring. It's Brian Rafalski with his 3rd of the postseason. That's the first goal of this game, and the Devils lead 1-0 despite being outshot 16-11. Halfway through this game, we need 1 goal. We need the top 6 to do something for us. Do we could potentially change our lineup moving into the 3rd period? If no goals are scored, Marty Brodeur is standing tall. 90 seconds to go. 3rd period. Let's pause. 3rd period, down by 1. Don't tell me we're going to go down after winning 3 in a row. We're going to lose 3 in a row. Lines. Bonk coming up with Alfredsson. Hossa, Bonk, Alfredsson. Havlat, Yashin. Yeah, we'll keep the green. Have that Yashin Murray. Let's just change that in the top 6 then. Fine. Defense has been good. Goaltending's been good. Little 5-on-5 mix-up. Radek Bonk's a machine. Let's go. Third period. Little switch there in the locker room. Rally for the boys. Let's do it. Third period. Game 7. This is where legends are made, and Sakura makes it 2-0. 15 minutes to go. Come on, gentlemen. Who's taking these penalties down now by a man? Power play, Ottawa. This is our chance, gentlemen. This is our chance, and we let it go. As Marty Brodeur is going to put on a show in Game 7. No. 5 minutes to go. Thank you. That's one. Hold on. Wait. What can we do now? Can we do anything? Can I pull the goalie or something? Or is that the game does that? Radek Bonk up on that first line gets us back in this game with 3.5 minutes to go. 2-1 Devils. We're outshooting them 33-25. That's why he's Brodeur. I get it. Can we do anything else here? I don't think I can do anything. Unless I want to change the speed even slower. 0.25. Nice and slow. Let me take a little sip. Can I do anything here about the lineup? I don't think I can. Build off that. That's all we can do. Goalie pull. The option. No goalie pull option. Nothing we can do. All right. Aside from slowing it down. Okay. 3:30 to go. And that's a big goal from Radek Bonk to get us back in it. Shift momentum. Take a timeout. Timeout. Boys, that's Radek getting it done. We put him up on the first line. He showed us that he has the passion to be here. Do it for your country. Let's go. We're in the nation's capital. 3.5 minutes to go. Show the Devils what we got. Come on now. Final 3 minutes. 2:30 to go. Pull that goalie. Last chance here. Putting everything we have on that. Final minute of the season. 30 seconds. And the Devils win 2-1. Why is the game not stopping? Why is the game not stopping? Glitch, right? I'll just exit and sim the rest, I guess. Hey, what is this? Save and quit, I guess. That's my only option. Wow. Brodeur steals it for them as we were up 3-1. And we lose 3 in a row. I'm discovering a lot of firsts over here. Yeah, well, we lost the game. It doesn't matter if we win or not. Sorry. There we go. We lose 4-3 in this universe. That's fine. Whatever. As long as it's a loss. That's why Marty's an all-timer. And again, it's a 1-goal game. We lose again by 1 goal, even when we go through the sim there. Losing Game 7. So the stats were a little bit different now. Sorry that the stats are a tad different with that 4-3 sim, but we couldn't do anything about that. Alfredsson, 11 points. Bonk, 10. Even Chris Phillips at 7 points, but Havlat, 2. Why does it say 14 games played, though? Last 5, I want to see, maybe? Whatever. Hypothetically, what would we have done if we won? What do you mean? We would have kept simming. We would have gone into round 2. Oh, if we won? Oh, we would have gone back and re-simmed it until it was a victory. "14 games played. Forget it. This game is sometimes broken, but not in an angering way as much. When I say the game's broken for EA, it's because I want to throw it in a shredder. When I say about HLM, oh, this game's broken, it's just me expressing frustration about some random thing. It's not actually me saying I don't like this game. It's for EA, that's different. Oh, because the glitch would double the games played? What? All right, whatever. And that's the season. That's another round 1 exit. Despite a 55-win season, another round 1 exit. Man. Shouldn't have been. What a great year. All for naught. We'll build on it. We'll build on it. Now, we'll have the Polish Prince for a full season next year. What changes can we make? The Penguins go back-to-back and win the Stanley Cup again. Belleville goes back-to-back and wins the Calder Cup again. Halifax, North Bay, Kelowna, KHL, a team that I don't really know, St. Lawrence University for the NCAA. And in the playoffs, let's see it. So the Penguins, the Devils went on to lose in 6 against the Penguins, who went on to win in 7 against the Bruins and then in 5 against the Ducks. While the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, the 8th seed, 17th best in the league, I believe, went to the Cup final against the Penguins. How about that? So the 1 seed Blues also got it. So the 3rd and 4th best teams in the league both lost in round 1. Even the Flyers lost to the Bruins there. All right. Let's sim to the awards. This is always fun. Start the awards show. So the Hart Memorial Trophy, let's see who wins it here for the 2002 Hart. Pavel Demitra, 106 points. Pierre Turgeon with 123. I think it's got to be Pierre Turgeon. Or all St. Louis Blues. Last year was all Penguins. This year it's all Blues. As Pierre Turgeon wins the 2002 Hart Trophy. To run into one of the best goalies of all time in round 1. That's it. Year 1, we run into Lemieux, Yager, and Kovalev. Year 2, we run into Martin Brodeur. Conn Smythe, Kovalev, Yager, or Lemieux. Probably Lemieux with his 34 points. Another Stanley Cup for Mario Lemieux. No, Yager gets it. 33 points, 18 goals. Yeah, the awards show is always a fun time. Turgeon, Sakic. Yeah, we already know the Art Ross goes to Pierre Turgeon. That one we already know. The Calder now. Let's see the Calder Memorial Trophy. This will be a good one. Ilya Kovalchuk scored 30 points and 22 goals. Milan Kraft scored 48 points in Minnesota. And Danny Heatley, 22 goals and 36 points, also in Atlanta. So probably Milan Kraft, you would have to think. But 2 finalists from the Thrashers. Yes, Kraft does indeed win the Calder. Yeah, no way these Penguins get Crosby. No way these Penguins get Crosby. So in this universe, where will Crosby go? The Rocket this year going to Joe Sakic, as we know, 51 goals. On to the Adam Oates Trophy, most assists. St. Louis, I think. No, 79. Turgeon at 79. So Pierre Turgeon will win the Hart, Art Ross, and most assists. The Frank J. Selke will go to either Vincent Lecavalier, Pierre Turgeon, or Mario Lemieux. 3 French Canadians. Lemieux would probably play to 40 in this universe. Yeah. Pierre Turgeon, another award for him. There you go. Paul Coffey, the best offensive defenseman award, probably Nicholas Lidstrom. No, Chris Pronger scored 90 points. I didn't notice that. Timonen 88 and Lidstrom 9. Oh, yeah, he had 95. 71 assists, 95 points. Yes. So Nicholas Lidstrom, the Paul Coffey Award for best offensive defenseman. Best defensive defenseman, Nicholas Lidstrom could win that as well. Chris Pronger also, who is there for the offensive defense. And Wade Redden, let's go! Wade Redden gets a nomination, our first center to be nominated for an award. Wade Redden, a nominee for the James Norris Memorial Trophy. There's the respect on his name. Nicholas Lidstrom wins it, but Wade Redden, at worst, second runner-up. Vezina Trophy now. Is Lalime in the conversation? Roberto Luongo. Patrick Lalime, let's go! Now, and Dominic Hasek. Look at these numbers. Most shutouts, not the highest save percentage. Most wins, best goals against average. Could it be a Vezina for Patrick Lalime? Let's see. Second runner-up at worst for Wade Redden. But could it be a Vezina Trophy winner, a win for our goaltender, Patrick Lalime? Let's see. The Vezina winner is Patrick Lalime. Let's go! What a year. And a year of uncertainty for our goaltending. Patrick Lalime shows up and wins the 2002 Vezina. Take a bow. Too bad that Lalime and Brodeur had to face off in round 1. But there you go. Patrick Lalime wins it. Big win. Jack Adams now. Let's see. Coach of the Penguins, Marty Howe. Coach of the Senators, Peter Sullivan. And coach of the Flyers, Craig Janney. Janney? Let's go. Peter Sullivan's in the mix. Another Senator nominated. And the winner is Craig Janney from the Flyers. All right. So we got at least second runner-up there. The league MVP, and this is now we're looking at the AHL. So we'll just look at this one. Dale McTavish on the Senators, or Chernik on the 70s. 120. Yeah, it's got to be Chernik on there. 66-goal, 128-point season. Ivan Chernik, 2-time Les Cunningham Award winner. Let's reveal everything else. And there we go. Looking at the rest of the AHL awards. Let's see. Kunitz is signed, yes. The goalie of the year. Playoff MVP was Ibert, our goalie. Best goal scorer, Chernik with 66. He had 70 last year. So yeah, Chernik winning everything. Bergevin winning with 91 points. Bergevin, Chernik, Ibert. Boy. No, the awards are done. Hall of Fame will be coming soon. We'll see retirements as well in a moment. All right, retirements here. Let's see who's retiring. Ray Bourque calls it a career. Ron Francis, Titov, Couture, Mironov, Stapleton. Ron Francis had a career-ending injury. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Let's see, goalies, staff, reorientation. Ray Bourque now coach, stuff like that. That's cool. What? Two of our scouts who were in their 70s retired. That's fine. Marty McSorley. Yeah, I just noticed that. Thank you. All right, now to the draft lottery. Let's see. LA Kings, will they win the pick? I wonder. Toronto has that pick. So Toronto has 2 picks. Yes. No, 3. They have the San Jose pick, their pick, and Colorado's pick. So the Maple Leafs have 3 top 9 selections. I wonder what's going to happen there. That's not going to be good for us, but let's start this lottery. Here we go. Rangers at 14, and Capitals, Predators, Hurricanes, Sabres. Okay, Maple Leafs pick there at 9 with the Avalanche pick. Do they have their pick at 8? Yes, they do. 7, Blackhawks. 6 for the Wild. 5, okay, Maple Leafs stay at 5, thank goodness. Coyotes, Atlanta drops 1. LA drops 1 because the Islanders win the draft lottery and jump up to number 2. So they jump from 3 to 1. Congrats to the Islanders. Let's sim again just to be sure. Frederick Olsen bought out by the Devils. Just saw that. Sim to the draft. Please review the list of expiring contracts. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll do that next episode. Not a big deal. And draft will start next episode, so we'll stop here at the draft. Okay. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Moving into next episode for the 2002 offseason, we have $4.091 million in cap space. Not much that I think we really have to do, though. Niemi, so some of our unsigned players, I suppose we could look at them. I don't know if they need a contract now or if we can wait on them. Yeah. Arvidsson, are we looking to bring him back at an 83 overall? Mike Fisher for sure. Dykus has depth maybe. Dackel could probably walk. We could probably get a better fourth liner. Ibert is the AHL goalie. Could let him walk. Daigle, whatever. Chernik for sure. Vermette for sure. These are extension, and then expiring staff will take care of them as well. So you can leave your suggestions down here on YouTube in the comments down below or over on our Discord server, linked in the description for next week's episode. So this week's episode was on a Thursday, which mixed things up a little bit. Next episode will be on the Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll be a little bit sooner. That'll be on the 25th, I think. Let me check the schedule. So the next episode comes on, yes, the 25th. So it'll be only a 5-day break between episodes as opposed to the usual 7, as we'll be live next Tuesday for the next Sens episode for episode 4 of this series. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right. So any potential pending free agents, can we check this out? Yes. So big names could be out here. Peter Forsberg wants only 1 year, $4 million. What? Is that his current contract? Or what he wants? Can't be that's what he wants. That's crazy. Can't click on though. Turco, Gabrick, Savard, Zubris, Tverdovsky, Brown, Gagne. Definitely some big names out there. Time for some names? Sure. All right, Jada, give me your Italian linguistics for Filiberto Baraldi from Torre del Greco. Torre del Greco. And Gianbattista, hold on, let me read this one. Finicchiaro. Gianbattista Finicchiaro from Monza. Sheesh. Those are some names. Hope you like that. Prego. Where else are we looking here? It's like, where in this lineup would we make any changes, right? I think the top 6 is pretty much locked. I don't think any changes happen here. Sorry, hold on. Obviously, Havlat is here over Arvidsson. So on the third line, does Prospel leave so we can get a stronger third line and play with Fischer and the Polish Prince? We definitely want to look at some stronger fourth liners, I think, between White and Dackel and anything else. Would Neil make the team? I'm not sure about that just yet. If Forsberg drops, I think we have to go for him. I would love to, but I don't know who in the top 6 would drop to the third line. Would Murray drop to the third line? I don't know. On defense, Redden, Phillips, Caberlet, Ratchin could probably stay. And Ratchin might even grow a little bit. Yeah, I think that all the defense as a whole might be able to stay exactly as is. Make maybe backup goalie or something, but not really that much has to change. Finocchiaro. That would be Finocchiaro, yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, of course, in the offseason. We have $4 million in cap space. We're 87 in offense, defense, and goaltending. Any more trades around the league? No, nothing else. And yeah, I think that wraps it up. Looking at the depth chart, if you want to see what position we're looking at exactly. Yeah, we might have to, is that our cap space with guys like Arvidsson expiring? Yeah, that would also be an issue too. No problem. So yeah, left wing, because left wing, it's more the Havlat's that top guy. Plus we can have Hossa playing we've had Hossa playing on the left, which isn't ideal. Right defense would be because Redden can play right. Phillips comes up. Yeah, so that's not a big deal. Yeah. Okay. I think that does it. So thank you everybody for watching. It was a pleasure having you all aboard for the series, for this fourth episode of the series. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday for the 2002 off season. We'll be live again on Monday. I'm not sure for what. Well, actually, we're live again tomorrow with the first episode of our MLB The Show 25 franchise mode series with either the Blue Jays or the Tigers. That'll be starting tomorrow, Friday evening at around 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be live again on Monday for the 5th anniversary celebration of the channel. That'll be a fun time too. Cagney, thanks. Progression. Yeah, we're progressing well. Still more to be done, but we are progressing. So I can go ahead. I can close this off. Take off home screen. Woo. Not letting me do it. Exit full screen. Thank you. And we come back to this universe. Awesome. All right, everybody, thanks for being here. Much love to you all. See you tomorrow for MLB. We'll be live on Monday. We'll be live on Tuesday. A lot of live streams coming your way in the next few days. No problem. Awesome. See you there, Cagney. Yes, I will manual save. I will do that as well. Thanks, everybody. Leave your thoughts in the comments or over on the Discord, and we'll continue building into year number 3. What a strong season. 55 wins. Who is your MVP? What do you think about the trades? All those thoughts. And where can I also be thinking about things in the offseason? Make sure you check this for the scouting. Make sure you upgrade this for the coaching. I am wanting to learn from all of you who definitely know a lot more. So feel free to give your opinions on staff-wise types of things too. All right. Much love, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll talk soon.